Fans, and welcome back to another episode of Davey Mac's Tales from the Satellite. I'm your host / chauffeur, Bobby Tamburo, and joining me as always is the star, the Miss Daisy of our program, the one, the only East Side Dave McDonald. Well, thank you, Robert. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is going to be a good episode. We're going to have a lot of fun. We've been getting excellent feedback on the car episodes. And, strange, because I bought like a new $1,500 computer, a new goddamn $500 microphone, so on and so forth, that I thought all that equipment is good. And it is good equipment. But I will say the car does seem to fit Tales from the Satellite. I suppose because when did you do a lot of your Ron and Fez listening?
You actually nailed it. Driving. I was a delivery driver.
Me too. And before we get into the episode, the time I fell in love with Ron and Fez, I want to talk about that.
Okay.
Because I discussed on the Ron and Fez show, and of course, folks, we are driving from the Big Apple to Jersey, in case you're wondering if you're watching this show on YouTube and not listening on the old iTunes or Spotify, etc.
Use the left lane to keep left.
If you're watching on YouTube, we have kind of like a taxi driver vibe going on. And I ain't complaining, brother. I just watched this 5-part Scorsese documentary on Apple TV. Mr. Scorsese is what it's called. Phenomenal. Now I'm on a Scorsese run, a legendary run. I'm watching every single movie, beginning with Mean Streets. I'm up to After Hours, 83. Great movie. Griffin Dunn. But anyway, first time I fell in love with Ron and Fez was, and I told this story on the Ron and Fez show. I won't tell it right now. But the infamous time I ran away at the age of 25.
Yes.
Because I was failing every class. I'd gone back to college. Because I'd taken a break to work at the Dublin House Irish pub in Red Bank, New Jersey, and had a blast. So I was like, why am I even finishing? I had 60 credits or something. It's like, you know what? If you get 60 more credits, you get that college diploma. It's like, it was just sitting there.
Yeah, go for it.
But so I go back. I really wasn't in the right mind frame to go back to college. I would go back later. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I wasn't 25 here. I'm like 22. Because I went back when I was 25, and then I had my head on straight and got the diploma. This is 22 years old or so, 21 maybe. And
in about 1.5 miles, take a slight right turn to merge onto Hugh L. Carey Tunnel toward Brooklyn.
All right. Fucking bitch. Can we shut her up?
Maybe we can.
Yeah, let's shut her up. I mean, Jesus Christ. We're going to do another glorious car episode, but we don't need that fucking lady telling us what to do. Now, point is, I was failing all my classes. I didn't know what to do. My parents I think they went on a trip to Europe, or I don't know where they were, but they were on a trip. I threw a big party. The house was pretty much demolished. I was like, I don't know what the hell. I'm failing all my classes. The house is demolished. I'm supposed to literally pick them up at the airport. I don't have enough time to do anything. And so I just kept driving. I drove to the airport, or I was driving to the airport, and I just kept going to like Manhattan. I basically had a mental breakdown.
Ironically enough, that when I fell in love with Ron and Fez, I was delivery driving and was at the point where I needed to scrape shit together and figure it out to graduate. and didn't do that, but was like, I could just delivery drive and be a stand-up comedian, and fell in love with Ron and Fez then.
It was crazy. So I kept driving. I told that story on Ron and Fez, and what I was doing for like 2 weeks. I mean, if you think about it, my work ethic is actually unparalleled. Because even running away from my house with no place to live, I was literally homeless living in my car. I actually got a job at a theater company, like a Broadway theater company. Manning the phones, calling people about sales for tickets and shit. Like tickets for Cats is half off.
I've done that. Yep.
Anyway, the point is, so like I literally got a job. It was living in my car. But here's the thing, living in your car sucks. So it happened to be when Ron and Fez were doing ronandfez.com. That was the name of the show. And I believe that was WNEW, and it was like the year 2000.
Wow.
And so I would stay in my car. I would find a place to sleep at night, a place to park. And I would literally turn on Ron and Fez.
Holy
and
cow.
Listen. So that is how I fell in love with them. It was during my infamous runaway situation or mental breakdown where I'm in New York City, living in my car, somehow working on Broadway, and falling in love with the Ron and Fez show, which at the time was ronandfez.com. So that's a little backstory. Since we're in the car, we're doing a little New York, and then we're going to fucking go into the topic. But I thought you'd like to know that origin story there,
And
Robert.
just because we are talking about you being in New York in your car, and just in the off chance somebody hasn't heard this infamous story, how did they find you? Do you remember?
Yep. I finally, since I got a job, like after a week or 2 weeks, and I think I kept I stayed out for like 4 weeks, I think was the total run. After my second week, I got a paycheck. So I spent some money on booze. Oh yeah, and then I realized I had my dad's credit card. So I got a hotel room. And that's how they got me. And my parents and my brother walked in because they thought I was gonna go crazy or something. Like they got my brother, the tallest one, Wally, and they got him in there, and they're like, time to go, and yeah, and then I went to the Nut Hut for 30 days.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I thought I said all this on Ron Fez.
I didn't hear the end of the Nut Hut.
Maybe I didn't say that part. But
yeah,
of course you're going into what do you think your parents are gonna do?
You're
gonna get put in the fucking Nut Hut. So I got the Nut Hut for 30 days. But all the time thinking about Ron and Fez and how much I enjoyed that show when I was in the Nut Hut. And I looked forward to getting out of the mental hospital like the fucking Joker.
Put the camera down so I can see. We're in the wrong lane. Sorry.
Well, I can't put the camera down. It's what's fucking
then we'll
filming us.
Go around the loop again.
Well, yeah. Well, you're going to have to figure that out. So that's a weird origin story to my love of the Ron and Fez show, but that is the truth. It just popped into my head as we're driving here in our little Travis Bickle mobile here.
Well, probably because you've never felt as close to dying then as you do right now driving out of the city. But
folks, we did get into a near very serious accident on the way up. We're talking slamming the brakes, and Robert almost drove into a goddamn pickup truck who was making a left-hand turn.
That cut me off, to be fair, but we don't need to get into who would have been at fault because it didn't occur.
Looking at stuff to play, music to play on his phone.
Okay, well, let's not put that out in the universe, Dave, man. Okay? Jesus Christ.
Well, it's what happened. I mean, it's not putting it out in the universe. I'm not saying you're going to die, but that is an accurate recounting of the story.
Not
anyway.
Even remotely.
Oh, yes,
which I have to say for very legal purposes and things that may come up very
You didn't get into an accident. That's it. No one's going to get in trouble. You only get in trouble if you get into accidents.
Anyway.
Not near misses. All right.
Anyway.
What is today's episode, Robert? I'm very much looking forward to it. I love these drive time episodes.
Well,
I think I do too. I think I'm with the audience.
Since it's getting close to Thanksgiving, I was actually looking for more Thanksgiving material for our Thanksgiving episode. And I found an episode post-Thanksgiving that seems to contain the biggest blow-up between you and Franklin.
Oh, okay. Excellent. A Franklin episode, essentially, which
which will commence once this army battalion gets around us. I'm sure you can hear that. Go ahead, sir. I guess the president's coming. There's the president. Oh, my Lord. That's somebody, folks. That's somebody big. That's a UN guy. Oh, yeah. All kinds of black cars. A Franklin episode. I'm excited because, yeah, we did have... Franklin and I had a bizarre relationship. We had some good times together. And then we also had a real feud.
And this really seemed to come to a head with screaming and...
Yeah, I don't even know why there was a feud. I guess he got upset at me. See, Franklin had a very deep and very formal voice. Almost, you know who I compare Franklin to? James Earl Jones. He had a James Earl Jones voice. Very formal, very deep, very booming. And I actually liked that about Franklin. I took to him. But then when I started to say, like, he would always say everything was dandy. Things are just dandy. Hey, Franklin, how's it going on? How's it going today? Dandy, Dave. And then somehow dandy, you know, the word candy rhymes, and you just start saying dandy candy. And I don't know why. It was a stupid, silly joke that makes absolutely no sense. I mean, again, it's just because candy rhymes with dandy. So anytime we do a Franklin impression, one of us would go, dandy candy. And that seemed to bother him. Now, how insane is that?
1,000,000%. Especially, you're mocking a impression of him and making it rhyme. Like, you're not being mean.
Yeah, we're just saying dandy candy.
Yeah, like...
Hello, my name is Franklin, and welcome. What was the name of his? He had Brooklyn Films. We're going to be showing you an independent film today, Ron.
But just in the grand scheme of things, right? You had Earl, who they called Sapphire for a while. They had
oh my God! Compared
Peppy
to
Hamburger,
Franklin,
like,
Earl
got
was
abused.
God, yeah, Earl might as well have been one of the fucking guys getting tortured in Pulp Fiction. Dude, compared to Franklin, Franklin was treated well. I'm sorry.
No, absolutely, and that's actually going to come up a decent amount is like the totem polling, because like you said, you did start listening in New York City in your car as a fan, and then worked your way as a producer. You had become known on the message boards and things like that, right?
Yes. Oh yeah.
And there is a hierarchy. Obviously, it's a radio show. The two bosses are who? Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez.
Then you've got the executive producer, the producers, and so on and so forth.
But that's where the hierarchy falls apart. You think I was taking orders from Earl Douglas?
No, but in a traditional radio show, that's how the order should go.
The hierarchy is off to a good start, very quickly goes south because, I was a fucking lunatic, and very quickly I was going to ignore some of Earl's comments, advice, instructions, because they could be tedious and not productive.
And like, if you think about it, right? If you use...
I love the guy, by the way. I'm just saying, some of his instructions were just boring.
In a traditional radio show, the executive producer would kind of be like the captain. The rest of you guys are the rest of the team. The captain kind of calls things, but if every once in a while there's a disagreement, it's not the end of the world. Right? There's some relative, but if you disagreed with Ron, that would be a problem. You know what I mean? Like, there's tiers.
Well, that's not a problem. Ron looked forward to people disagreeing with him, especially on the air. Look, I'm going to tell you something straight up, okay? Here's a little behind the scenes for you. The only time, Mr. B would maybe get a little bit upset is if, like, we were all on the same side of an argument or a discussion, and we're all on the same page. Because, and he's right, it's boring. If everyone says, what do you think of the Ramones? And you have Fez go, I love the Ramones. And Earl's like, oh, the Ramones are great. And Ron's like, the Ramones are awesome. And then here's Davey Mack being like, the Ramones rule, which I actually feel. That's dull. So oftentimes I would be that guy. Oh, I think the Ramones are a little overrated.
You have to be the contrary.
And I knew that was going to get me heat from the audience, but I wasn't even thinking about... So many people oftentimes thought it was, oh, Dave's trying to get mic time. Or Dave's trying to just be an asshole. Dave's got to be a contrarian. Or this or that. No, I'm telling you, behind the scenes, it's something that I completely agree with. So Ron was 1,000 billion% right. It's boring if you have 4 or 5 people in a studio and everyone has the exact same viewpoint.
We missed the tunnel.
Angle. God damn it. No, we can do it right here. Oh yeah, we still got it, buddy. We still got.
But yeah, if everybody has the same viewpoint, there's no discussion. There's nobody bringing up other ideas. There's no opportunity to talk about anything. If everybody's on the same page, it's boring radio. You need the discussion. You need people on other sides. What I miss.
You need a little conflict from time to time.
What I should have said was ignoring or disobeying something they said. That's when there would be an issue.
Right.
And rightfully
because
so. It's
Ron's
his
a
show.
very smart, brilliant man, so he's not going to be afraid to get into a debate with any of our fucking asshole brains. You know,
No.
me, Earl, or Pepper is really who I'm referring to with that statement, and not Fez. But like, I hate to say it, Earl wouldn't do that. Earl just wouldn't, you know. And listen, maybe in some ways, that's a nice thing about Earl, that he's always gonna, you know, be agreeing with Ron, because you could look at it, you could spin it to Earl's always going to have Ron's back.
Yeah.
So you could spin it towards to that. I'm telling you, behind the scenes, off the air, that wasn't necessarily appreciated, because it'd just be like, well, thanks for agreeing with me.
It even
Now,
became
you
something
haven't
he called
pushed
him out.
the conversation forward, is the point, at all.
It even became something that I think
It
during
smells like piss in this. What tunnel are we in?
some carny Brooklyn.
Yeah, this isn't
Bullshit.
Holland or Lincoln.
No.
I've never been in a fucking tunnel. How does a tunnel smell this badly of piss when we're underwater?
It doesn't make me feel good.
I've never smelled of so much urine in New York City in my life.
This
I
is-
know that's a
oh.
cliche. No, folks, it smells like piss.
Look where we're going.
So we're in the Staten Island Express, or what tunnel is this?
We're headed to Staten Island.
Oh my God, this is the worst tunnel in fucking New York. Oh, it's the Hugh L. Carey Tunnel. Whatever that is, that ain't the Lincoln or Holland. I know Lincoln and Holland. I don't know the Hugh L. Carey Tunnel. Folks, avoid the Hugh L. Carey Tunnel if you ever go to New York. You're drowning in piss.
It does not
Holland
smell
and
good.
Lincoln is fine.
And I didn't piss myself. But, so, I couldn't agree more. And it even became something that Earl would get called out for on air at a certain point, where it's like, oh, big surprise, Earl agreeing with Ron again.
Yeah, he would say that because, you know.
But
It can be
below
annoying.
you guys, then there were certain fans that got more leeway or were more authority because of what they did.
Well, fans were always treated well, by and large.
Absolutely.
Very well.
I'm talking marching orders, though. So, like the Mikey boys, who are
Right.
running the fans
But Mikey,
website
yeah, I mean,
and
Mikey
things like that.
is
That's
a
what I'm
great-
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
he was a wonderful sort of, a hands-on band. I mean, he really participated with the show. He helped out. I mean, I don't know, how to describe it. He's someone who would help. Thanksgiving, for instance, he would help organize like the tables outside and stuff like that.
and that's where we
Deb as well.
actually, Deb would be on that list for sure.
Yep.
Where would you classify Mooch?
Well, Mooch was, almost a producer.
So, like, right on that
when
cusp,
Mooch was
yeah.
hanging out with us every day, that was what was going on. Now, he wasn't getting paid, but I think it was, we were trying to get him to be part of the team. But, they really dragged their feet with doesn't make a lot of sense, folks. But it's almost like when you're an on-air talent, like anything you say to a program director or general manager, oftentimes they want to chalk it up to, oh, you're wacky. Yeah, that's funny. You're the on-air guy. Oh, yeah, we're really going to. And Ron's like, no, I mean, Mooch is great. I mean, Mooch was making fantastic produced videos and things like that. And you could say, well, why should SiriusXM pay for you? Well, if you make all these awesome videos and then they're going out online, people are probably going to
see it.
discover
Yeah.
you and tune in to your radio show.
Sorry.
You're good. I don't even know where we... Oh, yeah, West 278 now.
No, I got it. But, so anyway, continuing with our story, where would you rank somebody like Spandy?
Certified fucking nut. I mean, Spandy's in the crazed category of... These guys are awesome. They're highly entertaining. At least they were to me.
Absolutely.
I'm a nut too. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm in the same category as fucking Spandy and crazed. Let's just be real. But I can also... Oh, shit.
Dave, I need you to put your hand down, please, dude. God damn. Like when I'm looking over though, and I move my head,
Right,
and then you move the camera to keep me in frame.
Yeah,
So it's because I'm
it's
trying to
not blocking the window, folks.
see the mirror.
This hand is blocking the mirror.
Yeah, when you hold it up like that, yes. Now it's not.
Oh, this is how I've been holding it, folks.
All right, but let's get something to set them up with.
All right,
So
what are we gonna listen
This
to?
is this is post Halloween.
Oh,
or
post-Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yep.
The parade, side of parades. And obviously one thing that's beautiful about how you, Ron, Fez, everybody treats everybody, whether they're Deb or crazed, is you treat them as an equal.
Right.
You're not babying anybody, you're not setting anybody up, everybody's on a level playing field. And there's a lot of good to that. Now, somebody could say is negative is you have to defend yourself. If you're in a joking situation and ball busting, you have to be willing to take that. That's part of the Ron and Fez 202, whatever you want to call it, humor. And the situation that arose is it appears Franklin felt Spandy was being bullied post-Thanksgiving. And
What?
that he needed somebody to defend him, and that person he needed to defend him was Franklin, of all people.
Oh my Lord! Come on, Franklin. That's not understanding it. Spandy was literally a grown man who wore a full bodysuit of spandex, and it was one of the creepier and more insane things. That's why we called him Spandy Man. He always wore a head-to-toe suit of spandex. I shit you not. And this is him just going out to the bar, not going on a show, going out on the air, just going to the bar. Spandy would have a fucking suit of spandex. That's what he wore. It was crazy. But I would say, because it was crazy, he knew he was a little bit nuts. He knew it.
Oh, absolutely.
He kind of reminded me of like a fourth Beastie Boy who was like too, mentally fucked up, so he wasn't allowed to like stay in the group. Like that. He had a very, Beastie Boys type of thing. Just the way he talked, I suppose.
But he also
Hysterical, by the way.
I was going to say, if for anybody who might be like, oh, they are picking on somebody, I would encourage you to listen to the Thanksgiving episode, because he's on fire the whole episode. He's getting great
So
lines
wait a
off.
second. Just to clarify, we're not going to do Thanksgiving today.
No, this is the
Post-Thanksgiving.
I'm saying I would encourage you to listen to the Thanksgiving Ron and Fez episode.
Well, what I'm saying is, aren't we going to do that for the next episode, for our Thanksgiving episode?
No, we did it last year.
I see. Listen to
That's what I
our
was getting at, yeah.
Thanksgiving episode. Well, that's okay. I'll promote.
Thank you. That's why you're the star.
We did a Thanksgiving episode last year, ladies and gentlemen.
2 parts.
Make sure, 2 parts. Make sure you listen to it. It's phenomenal. And this is the post of that.
Yep, right after. This happened at the event. Now,
Gotcha.
we're going to let the audience listen to a little bit of the drama, and we'll hear a bit of Franklin's perspective before we come back and clarify some things. So
Hell yeah.
at this point, let's kick it over to the 2 guys who do it best, Ron and Fez, and we'll be right back.
Boy, she was fighting with the kids the other night, wasn't she? She was
Oh, yeah.
really... I didn't know this about Baby Girl, but she's very rough on Crazed and Spandy.
Yeah.
Very rough on Crazed and Spandy.
No patience.
Yeah.
No patience for them.
I hope she didn't hear that Santa Has a Secret song, because she could be mean. But then the other night, everybody was together for Thanksgiving. By the way, all the congratulations in the world to Mooch and Pixie. They ran out and got married without any of us knowing it. And that's the best kind of wedding you can ever have. A wedding that nobody knows about. You just say, hey, we're back. But everybody was bringing food in that night. And then Spandy Man was not happy with the way his ziti went over.
He had a tray of baked ziti, and it found its way at the end of the line, so he was upset at where it was placed.
Right.
And then after the Thanksgiving was over, we threw it away.
Yeah, and I was in here, I was listening to Baby Girl just beat up. Just beaten up on Crazed and Spandy. Why Spandy was sitting there sucking on an Oxycontin. I never saw anyone use an Oxycontin like it was a sweet tart. Just letting it melt in their mouth. But so I hear some screaming in the other room. I come out. Franklin was in tears yelling at you.
Yes.
How did that get started?
Okay, we so after we threw the Spandy's ziti in the garbage, we got our intern Nico to pick it out of the garbage, walk it into Spandy, or we were going to do this and say, Spandy man, we found your ziti. It was in the garbage, which we thought
That
was
would have
quite
destroyed
humorous.
him.
Yes, and that's what we were trying to do. We thought it was going to be hysterically funny. And you know what? This is, like I said before, it's 2:02. Well, anyway,
Right.
Franklin, he happened to be standing there watching us. He jumps in and goes, "You can't do that, Dandy Mandy. That man has feelings, Thanksgiving. What's the matter with you?" And we're like, Franklin, it's a fucking practical joke. It's the Ron Fez show, for fuck's sake. And just, he was screaming.
He had tears in his eyes when I came out. You were so angry.
Upset.
I was pissed at him, actually.
Why?
I think that, I mean, there's funny stuff, there's pranks that are funny and shit. I think that was kind of rude to, like, it's one thing to say that, you know, to throw it away and kind of giggle ourselves, but when the cat's looking for his expensive freaking restaurant tray.
Well, why didn't you eat it?
Well, well, number one, it was in the garbage, and I'm not going to do that.
I mean, before that.
Well, I thought it was meat, so I just didn't touch it.
It wasn't. It was ziti.
Yeah, I thought it had meat in,
Not
like, meat
meaty,
sauce, you know what I
ziti.
mean? But yeah, I thought it was
The sauce
in
is
bad
tomato
taste.
sauce. You thought it tasted bad, so you
No, I
wouldn't
thought
eat
that
it.
Dave was in bad taste.
Why does everyone feel like they need to judge everybody else's actions around
Yeah,
here?
I mean, just
why
let it.
can't whatever Dave does to Spandy be between Spandy and Dave? When is there a superhero coming in from Brooklyn screaming at Dave?
It
and
didn't
who
make
was
sense.
behind all this, Dave?
Well,
who started it?
Well, I have to say, HTG was the Dr. Xavier of this whole thing. I mean,
Mean Girl.
yeah, she was
By
the
the
one.
way, she and your wife are doing a Hanukkah song. for
They
us.
are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Candles, candles, candles to Jingles Bells.
So, and no, but I mean, HTG simply was pointing out, Franklin, Jesus, you know, why, what do you care? It was going to be a funny joke. And Franklin, rather than yelling at a woman,
Right.
takes all his anger out on me. Much the same that if, you know, Pepper could kick Earl in the shins, but Earl's going to yell at me if I say
Right,
that, you
I
know,
see.
there's some sauce
All
on
right,
his
well,
mouth.
let's let Franklin deal with that.
Yeah,
Hey, why are you taking it out on Dave? What HTG said?
Well, what Deb said was, "Why are you being like me?" And I was like, "Well,
Why are you being what?
like her, like if she was more caring usually than other people around."
So she
And-
was calling you a woman.
Yeah, and I didn't acknowledge it. I just kind of went right into the studio because I
How
thought
come you didn't acknowledge it?
because I didn't feel like getting into an argument.
Or
I wanted to actually stop the event from happening.
do you feel like you're above a woman and you don't have to argue with a woman?
No, I find that it's not respectful to be arguing in public with a woman like that. It's
You
just
were
not-
arguing like a woman when I came out. First of all, you called me away from my time, which I was enjoying Baby Girl just. But why would you yell at Baby Girl? The things that
I
she
did.
was saying
I completely.
to
It was her
Crazed and
fault, not Debbie's
Spandy.
fault. She started this, and I completely talked to Baby Girl about
Oh,
that.
no, you didn't. You
Dave,
yelled at me.
I David, I yelled at you
Everyone-
because you were being an ass. Baby Girl was
Why?
actually.
It was funny. It would have been funny. And
Now, here's the thing about you, Franklin. You always think that your morals are above the boys, that somehow you have a higher moral code. But let me ask everybody here. Would any of you say to somebody else, I could have fucked Original Lily?
No, I would never say that.
I would never say it in
Well,
a
I know
million
you
years.
wouldn't, Prop 8.
I wanted to.
I heard that you made that statement.
I don't recall this statement. I'm not going to deny the statement. But
Why wouldn't you deny it?
Well, because I generally can
Because
fuck most people.
I would deny it if it was said about me.
Well, I wouldn't because I don't know if I said it or not. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. If your moral code is so high, why would you go around saying stuff
Well, I
like that?
generally have the belief that I can sleep with anyone I put my mind to. So I wouldn't deny that I could do that. You know what I mean? It's
But
just
what,
wouldn't be my
is that the
interest.
type of thing you say about friends?
I don't think that I said that. I'm not sure.
Oh, you're lying. He's lying.
Maybe. How can I be lying if I said I don't know if I said it? I haven't taken a
Because
stance on a
if you
statement.
didn't say it, you would say, I never said that. The worst thing is when people
or
are like,
that
I
could be a
don't know.
lie. I'm not a person to just run up and say some kind of like definitive answer if I don't know for a fact.
Yes, you do. You're
No,
a
I
human
don't.
being.
All right.
If you didn't
Hold
say
on,
it.
I have the person that you said to. Hi, you're on Run Fez.
How's it going, buddies? What's
Oh,
up,
it's the new groom. Yay! Hey, Mooch. Congratulations, by the way, pal.
yeah, cheers, boys. Thanks a lot. No,
Yeah.
we were in the booth, and Lily was doing our kind of racist diatribe, one of her kind of racist rants, and I was going, why are you friends with this chick? She's a racist. She doesn't like you. She doesn't look at you like a normal person. He was like, oh, Lily would do me. Oh, Lily would do me.
Oh,
Jesus.
jeez.
Fucking, what's his name was there? Thingy.
Who can back you up on this?
What's fucking, Scruffy. Scruffy was there.
Oh, Scruffy, sure. Scruffy, you,
Yeah, I heard it. Yep.
I'll accept it. That's fine.
That's definitely two witnesses.
I have no.
No,
Yep.
I think maybe then you should apologize to Dave for throwing Spandy's food in the trash.
Thank you, Ryan.
I will never apologize to Dave.
Why?
Oh, Dave is not worth an apology. That argument was completely justified. I will
No,
never
it
apologize to
wasn't.
Dave.
It was a joke.
That was
and-
wrong.
How is it wrong?
It was wrong. The cat was like looking for his shit beforehand. We all laughed about the fact that nobody ate it in the first place. I think it took it
Including
a little
you.
too far. Yes.
How did it go too far? If no one ate my mom's box chocolate
let
cake,
me
I
tell you
didn't cry,
something.
River.
This is how fucking disgusting people are. They ate those cupcakes that I saw
I know.
that Sam's cupcakes that were in the shithouse.
Oh, yes.
And no one ate my mom's cake. I didn't go nuts. I didn't, go upset and run to Franklin.
That's because you kept bringing up her box. All right, hold on. Here's HTG. HTG.
All right, I was not the ringleader. Maybe in the end I was, but when it all started, I was the one saying no.
All right, but what then is Franklin blaming you?
Well, the weirdest thing with the Franklin thing was that I was the one arguing with Franklin and yelling at Franklin.
That's what we're saying.
And he won't even look at me or answer me. Every answer he has to me, he's screaming at Dave, and it made no sense.
That's what I was trying to say. Not that she was the
that is
ringleader.
not that you do owe an apology to Dave for.
If Deb was actually if you were arguing with me when I came back out of the studio, then I just didn't hear you because I was focused on Dave.
I wasn't
apologize.
talking.
And you answered everything I said except yelling at Dave instead of me.
Dave said to me,
They don't sound
why
that
would
much
you
alike."
not argue with baby girl because she has tits? And I said, yes.
said
I will
that to
never
you,
argue with
Franklin.
baby girl
Well,
over
listen,
Dave.
listen, who
Easy,
said
go
it?
throw it in the garbage. How come you've got your arm around her and are making smiles at her when she's the one who started it?
And that's
So
when
Dave never said that at all.
I never said that.
You got that from HTG. Now you're all standing there together. It's not like you're on a conference call.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that women are good enough for you to argue with, and then you can't be friends with guys.
Right, or you have a displaced anger issue where you fucking want to take something out on me, but you would attribute other things that people are
I don't
saying.
think my anger on you is displaced
I
at
never
all. We can
told-
find
It's
millions
displaced.
of
I
reasons for me to be angry
It's
with
displaced.
Reason
Maybe
number
really
4,
was he
Candy
in his
and
mouth shut.
Mandy.
Earl's sitting there looking like he's ready to cry.
No, the real person behind this all has managed to stay out of it, which is Sam. But he was hilarious.
We haven't even gotten to Sam, actually.
go ahead.
That's where the argument started. Because, like, the problem I found was that when we found the garbage, the thing in the garbage, I cleaned it up.
Garbage.
You know, I took off the garbage off of it and said, look,
Garbage.
Spandy, your thing's here. Sam wanted to put more garbage on it and make it a joke. I said, okay, that's funny, but it's not something we should do here on Thanksgiving because it's, the kid's already upset about it. Why don't we leave it alone?
Dude.
So they put more garbage on this stuff. You know what? Not for nothing. If I am semantically wrong about the words that we're saying here, it makes no difference because the fact is, what you did was wrong.
Franklin, this is not the fucking Osmonds Thanksgiving.
It don't make no
It's
difference.
Ron
Right
Fez
is right
show
and wrong is
Thanksgiving,
wrong.
which still means
And Franklin,
genuine
I
sentiment.
agree with you to an extent. Like I said at the beginning, I was like, you guys, that's mean. That's too far. But I didn't, actually try to
It wasn't
stop
mean.
them.
And let me
do.
tell you something,
If
Franklin.
something
When
is
you're talking
wrong-
about being right, who's nicer to those guys than us? We're the only one
I
who
agree.
invite them
You
anywhere.
had nothing to do with this. You guys are totally
No,
being
but,
nice to them.
but everybody, I come out, you're in fucking tears and screaming. All right, hold on. Here is the girl that you said that you read the riot act to, baby girl. Hey, baby girl.
Hi, Ronnie.
Hey,
Hi,
lady.
honey.
Hi, Franklin. Franklin did actually talk to me about this.
Uh-huh.
I kind of disagree with Franklin on this one. It was funny.
Of course it was.
It was.
Dude,
If it happened to, Franklin, if it happened to, me, you're friends with me. If somebody did that to me, it would be really funny. It's just that you feel bad for him.
Yes, I
Yes, you feel
completely agree
superior
with
to
you.
him.
Yep.
That's the fucking
The fact
problem
that
with
this
you.
kid-
You
No,
don't treat him
that's
like
not
one of the
true.
guys.
Not him
You
by
treat him like he's a fucking retard.
I treated
that
like
has
him. He
to
was
be-
a dude in a corner on drugs looking sad and upset.
That's
at
not
that
bullshit.
moment.
That's not
Judge.
him. He's
That
coming in
wasn't
here
him like the other
wearing
day?
having spandex, having a good time with
All
us.
right, well then you know what? Maybe I am wrong.
Nor
in
is
this
it
whole
up
situation.
to Franklin to make these decisions. Well, he's a guy
It's
in
up
the
to
corner
you
on
to make a
drugs.
decision to hurt somebody.
Everybody was laughing but you.
Everyone! And not only that, Franklin, I said it again. It's a ball-busting world we live in.
Was that on the radio? Or was that
It doesn't
off the radio?
matter!
Is now.
Holy shit!
True.
You
Yes.
think that
No,
Ron,
it does
wait a
matter
second.
because that was your
Do
point.
You think that
Your
Ron
point right
only,
now is that it's
do you
202
think that Ron
world.
only does
Don't
wisecracks
fucking
on the air from noon to 3? Or
Yeah,
do you
but
think
you know
he
what?
also
In,
busts balls?
in fucking
You think
justification
Fez
to
does
your
what he
point
does
right
off the
now,
air?
in relation to your point, that's exactly what it was.
Well,
that it was a joke.
no,
It's 202. You got wrong right now,
Bullshit.
and you're upset. That's
I
just all
know.
it is.
Franklin, I resent the fact that you think that we're all faking
Right.
our personalities noon to 3.
I resent the fact that you think
You
I'm faking my
just
personality.
insinuated that by
You're constantly telling me that I'm a fucking phony and fake. Fuck
Because
that,
you
Dave. You're
are.
fucking bullshit, man. You're talking bullshit.
No,
You're mad
I am
because
not.
of the fact that I'm right and you have some guilt about that shit and you joke about that shit. Don't fucking try to play me on that.
Franklin, holy
Everyone
shit.
funny.
Everyone did, dude. There was
I'm not
30
even
people
saying
in
that people
here.
didn't find that funny.
Even
I'm
me,
saying that
and
me
I'm always the
personally,
big
I found it morally
Franklin,
wrong.
Franklin,
and I'm not a person to sit
we
back
are
when I
off
find
the
morally
radio.
wrong.
Franklin, last year we were off the radio, okay? I think Ron or Fez said, Dave, why don't you do a little worm dance? I'm not under the illusion that I'm fucking Michael Jackson. I know I'm a shitty dancer. Everyone's going to be laughing at me. Do you think I care? It's a ball-busting, fun-loving, let's go with the fucking bit type place.
That was
on and
your
off the air.
choice. That was
On and
your
off the
choice
air.
about your own pride, about yourself.
No, it's
Did
not.
Spandy come here and say he wants to be your fucking poppy show? No, he did not.
Franklin, man, you
He wore
are
spandex.
sensitive, dude.
He was
You
somebody's
are
best
too
friend.
sensitive for that.
I guess Franklin didn't think it was dandy when you bullied Spandy.
Dandy candy, don't bully Spandy. Don't Spandy with the
over
candy
his
and
CD.
dandy. Give me a handy.
What do you recall from this incident?
We're having fun on the radio. Spandy is a good sport. The worst thing that you can be in life is an uptight person thinking you're, defending someone. I believe they call this the white knight behavior. And Spandy was a great sport. He's fucking hysterical and didn't mind any jokes about him.
No, and
So I was perplexed by Franklin's behavior.
as you pointed out, wore the spandex, knew what he was getting into.
Yeah, he's funny.
He
He doesn't mind his balls getting busted. He's literally dressed like, who was that guy when we were kids? Mr. Body or Body Man or something? Well, I mean, there was a guy on Channel 13 PBS who would wear like a spandex outfit, but then like you could see his body parts.
Your parents would just let you watch that, and we
It
wonder
was
why
for
there
kids.
were
It
so
was-
many issues
It
with
was
fucking pedophilia.
it was a show for children.
I don't like that.
I forget what it was called. I forget the guy's name. It's like I remember his like he had curly hair. He's like Body Guy or something. I think I got him and Richard Simmons mixed up a lot as a kid.
Richard Simmons.
They both had curly like white guy afros.
The white guy afro was huge for a while.
Yeah, well, no,
In that
because
certain
people were
sector.
growing their hair, and I would have one. So if I grew my hair out, unfortunately, it would not be like Axl Rose. It would be like Carrot Top or the guy in Dazed and Confused, the redhead in Dazed and Confused. Remember him?
Yes, I do.
That's what it would look like.
I also
It goes up, not down.
was only capable of growing an afro.
Yeah.
So
Some people are blessed that goes down. Some people it goes up. See, that's the thing about the long hair. You never know. If it goes to the side, you better drink a V8. Waka waka.
So,
boy, that V8
Franklin
was way better than your no sell. You didn't even give a chuckle. You're sitting next to me.
We talk about this every trip. Sometimes I get stuck behind a piece of shit sob who refuses to go the fucking speed limit, and then I have to deal with that, so I can't sell you. Sometimes that's what's going on here.
All right, fine.
I apologize. The Waka Waka line was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't. Well, that wasn't it. I gave myself my own stinger because after the V8, it was dead silence. And I guess that's where you use the car crash on the Opie and Anthony show. On our show, I'm just fucking filling the dead air with Waka Waka, like Fozzie the fucking bear. I think I'm going to incorporate that now going forward for all jokes that fail.
That don't get sold on Waka.
Anyway, all right, go ahead. What were you saying?
So,
Franklin was too mind your own beeswax, brother. And Spandy, this is what he does.
But that's why I was asking partially like the hierarchy of the show. I guess before we go any further, the fairest question I have is, what was Franklin's role on the show?
He was a fan, bro.
That's it?
Yes. He had some ideas of also wanting to do stuff with film. And, well, okay, he did do something with me. Remember, I told you about this. I mentioned this on the show, didn't I?
believe
on
so.
Tales from Satellite. I'll say it real quick. I shot a TV pilot that I wanted to pitch with Franklin and Dean called Sportsmaster. That's where I got the name from. And there's, Davey Max sports program-ish, but not really. It was a full-on TV show. It's more similar to what Daily Show does for news, Sportsmaster was going to do for sports. Basically, almost like an ESPN parody with myself. And I wrote a whole fucking episode, and they shot it. And, Franklin never put it together. Or never, I think he finally gave me a DVD, but all the footage was raw. There was no, they didn't, there was space for a box for when I'm fucking doing, the weekend update bullshit, and you have stuff there, and none of that was filled in. So I was like, wow, what was the point of that? I was a little bit ticked off at that, but at the same time, I wasn't paying him. The whole deal was, hey, if this pilot gets picked up, you guys are going to be a part of it. Come with you. You guys are going to come with as the production team, right? Handshakes all around. Good. Still believe in that idea, but
yeah, we should talk off air about that.
Not going to happen. No, yeah.
No, I think we should legitimately
actually,
talk off air.
It should happen. It should have happened fucking 15 years ago. Yeah, regardless.
As soon as we're done recording this, we're gonna have a serious conversation about Sportsmaster.
Yeah, we did man on the street stuff. We did a me doing the stories, Daily Show, man on the street, talking about sports, and a sketch or two and a character. Perfect. It's fun.
Yeah, no, we should definitely figure this out.
And Franklin just decided, you know what? I have all this fucking great footage that we could just send to Comedy Central right now. I'm just gonna do nothing with it.
And it's not like it's sports or anything, so it needs to be done in a timely fashion.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It had to be done in a timely fashion.
Yeah. Anyway, the reason I asked was, it feels like Franklin's overstepping a ton of bounds. I don't know.
We had a very friendly open door policy. And you're right. Sometimes folks might take advantage of that. And might,
Not even that it was bad, but just, I don't know, if I saw Deb enjoying something with the Ron and Fez show at the height of Happy Typing Girl fame, I wouldn't then be like, I need to stop this from happening. I'd be like, okay, if she's on board, clearly this is what they do. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Even if I don't like what's happening, I'm not gonna step up and be like, this needs to stop.
No, it's crazy. You're a guest. You cannot tell people who work there what to do, right? Same rules apply to fucking regular life. You go to someone's house for dinner, you don't fucking tell them what to do. You shut your mouth and eat their goddamn food, which would be impossible if your mouth is closed to then consume the food. So that makes no sense what I said, but you know what I'm saying.
It'd also be impossible if you're eating at Franklin's house, because apparently he's a vegetarian.
Ew.
Yeah.
How so dandy and rotund with that candy, with that veggie candy.
So, just in case anybody doesn't remember and doesn't have time to listen to our award-winning Thanksgiving show we did
last year,
the ZD incident was basically Spandy and Crazed came to the Halloween parade of sides you guys had, brought a ZD. Spandy had to carry it. He had a bad back. It was oversized. And then nobody ate the ZD because nobody trusted Spandy. Now, as you pointed out, the man wears spandex 24/7. Anytime he goes out. Do you not think he knew exactly how this was going to play out?
No, he thought...
Right?
No. He definitely thought... No. Listen, don't get it confused. He's a good sport, but he's also nuts. He thought everyone was going to dig into the ZD. He was 100% convinced that, my ZD's going to get over. I'm telling you, I make the best ZD.
It was also the 9th tray of ZD, if I remember correctly. It was not an original idea.
No, I know. I agree with that.
But, so, you guys don't eat the ZD.
No, we don't
On
eat
air,
the ZD.
he gets...
No ZD.
He gets upset, probably, more for show than he actually is upset, because that's what you do. You lean into it.
Sure, absolutely.
Right,
Perform a little bit.
And then afterwards, I believe it was Baby Girl, throws the ZD in the trash and then Sam's throwing trash on it. Everybody's getting involved, laughing, having a good time. You're just an innocent bystander. You would be the shoeless Joe Jackson of this Black Sox crew destroying the ZD, if you will. Just an innocent bystander.
Yep.
For some reason, Franklin screams at you.
I know. Why?
And
what the hell's up with that?
And I believe this must have been the final straw for you. Because you set it up for him to come in so you could yell at him for it.
Fucking A, I did. I'm not going to take this fucking... Who the hell are you? What are you doing? We're having fun on the radio. We're going to do a bit. It's going to be air. It'll be material. It'll be content. Oh, if there's a controversy that arises from it, excellent. Now we've got ourselves a storyline. See, this is all the fucking shit that Franklin didn't understand. He's fucking taking out, like, this is how fucking, like, storylines develop. And you get, like, a little angle or storyline for, you know, weeks and months.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, some sort of controversial moment. For instance, a guy worked a crazy lunatic wearing full-bodied spandex, made ziti. We rightfully thought it out because we thought the fucking crazy-ass lunatic would probably poison us like he was Jim Jones. And there's Franklin taking out A, all the fun, B, ruining the controversy. So now, you've literally killed fucking radio. Congratulations, radio killer.
Even if he didn't intend to poison you, every time he saw Spandy, he was popping Percocets like they were Tic Tacs.
Well, he had a bad back.
Yeah, but it might have accidentally happened, is my point. Like, you guys made the right call.
By the way, I'd say that, you know, tongue-in-cheek. He fucking... I never believed that bad backs fucking scenario that he claimed is why he had to use 100 Percocets and Oxycontin a day. And no, it was the back. Yeah.
Who knows?
I know.
Okay, you do.
Because you wouldn't be wearing a spandex. How would he get into spandex every day?
Well, maybe it was
your back would be so flat. If your back was fucked up, it would be impossible to put on a full body spandex suit day in and day out.
I'm not gonna lie. Initially, I thought maybe the spandex was like a medical thing.
That's what he claimed.
But
we all realized he's fucking crazy.
The more you describe it, yeah, no, they wouldn't give you. How would you put it on?
Yes. He claimed the spandex was for his bad back. The bad back was a cover for the Percocet and the Oxycontin that fucked his head up that then made him decide I should wear spandex. See? So it was this insane circle of mental illness, but the back was just... He fixed the back. He had gotten back surgery. There's no reason for any of this nonsense. I'm going to have fun with this lunatic. I'm going to throw his ZD out. And it wasn't even me, as you pointed out. It was Baby Girl and Sam Roberts.
I do need to ask, did Guns N' Roses ever play Cuba?
GNR? I think so. Why?
That's the lie you sold Franklin to get him in. You were like, GNR is going to Cuba. And I didn't know. Now...
Well, don't forget, at some point Castro died, right? And there were rock bands going over there, like Rage Against the Machine.
You told him on air, we hear that you told him you were going to they were going to support Castro's dictator brother, the other side of everybody else, and he wanted to come in and argue with you.
Okay, that's just fucking funny.
That's hilarious. That's my point. Even that, like, you made the whole thing a radio bit. Your goal was always radio, but and so we're gonna let the audience listen to a little bit more here. Of the tape.
Dandy. Not so much candy.
Because we quickly learn that this is not about Spandy. This is about
Dandy.
There's Dandy and there's a beef between Dave and, as you put it,
Franklin.
You didn't even know why.
Isn't it kind of funny that our only black friend is named Franklin, like the Peanuts character?
Yes, it is. Did you...
Earl worked.
Yeah.
But, that's his real name. So he does. I'm talking about like friends of the show.
And we're gonna hear Earl's.
Oh well, there was another guy, but I think there was some sort of incident. I don't even remember. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, we don't have to go into that. What we were gonna go into is some Ron and Fez audience.
Let's do Ron and Fez.
The audience can hear. Maybe this is about a bit more, and we'll be right back.
It has nothing to do with my sensitivity towards it.
Yes, it is. The guy comes in here wearing spandex. He
Which
comes
we
in
laughed
bitching.
at.
Who's we?
I
Don't
laughed
fucking
at
include
it, Dave
yourself
laughed at
as
it.
part of we. You're not weing here at all. You're the only one who's fucking angry. And now you're going to say, I'm going to decide for everyone when it's funny time and when it's not funny fucking time.
That is not what I decided. That's what that's what you guys are implying that I decided.
Right.
I decided that for me, this was something I didn't want to see. And if other people wanted to make a decision against
Then
that,
go
they have the right to do.
You're the worst.
And you know what?
You're the same type of person who doesn't like a radio show and they complain about it rather than turning it the fuck off.
Or I'm the person who tried to stop that and then walked away
Why
and then was
stop
called
it?
back consistently to argue with you.
Why intervene, Franklin?
Because
You're making
I
yourself
have
out to be the hero of XM.
You're playing me out to be the hero of XM by making yourself be the freaking gutter trash of XM. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm making myself out to be gutter trash, saying I have
Exactly. You're making yourself out. I haven't called myself as anything. You came in here and I justified my actions to you.
No, Franklin. I'm saying that we wanted to do a fucking joke. If you think it was a shitty joke, then leave. Or there's a million different avenues. But to ruin, you're in the minority. 98% of the people there thought it was funny.
And
ask
did the
the
joke
people
continue?
on the phone right now. Ask HDD, ask Mooch, ask Baby Girl, ask any of them. Was it funny, Mooch?
Julie asked even she thought it was hilarious.
Kind people like Brazilian Julie. She's the sweetest person in the world. She wanted to see it happen.
What?
You ran out of air there, big man.
Franklin, you're out of base. Moochie.
Let me ask you something. Why do you come into that show? From the very early on, you made it clear that you thought you were better than us. From the Linnaeus D bit.
You people, you made it clear to me that I thought I was better than you guys. If I have a problem, I speak it immediately because that's the kind of person I am. Your impression of who I am has justified this.
You can't talk over people.
Sorry.
On radio.
You don't understand the type of show that they do. You don't like that kind of comedy, so why do you keep coming in? Nobody wants you there. The stuff you do is to do a completely different show. There's literally not room in that office for you to be there. And yet you still keep coming in, and you don't get the comedy, and you don't like the style of fun that we have. So why do you do it? Why do you keep coming in?
Let me explain the joke to you, all right, Franklin? A guy bakes ziti. He takes all day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then that ziti's thrown in the trash. That's the punchline. That's the punchline. This is as old as the earth itself.
Which we all laughed about. I had no problem. I mean, I knew for hours that occurred, and we thought it was funny.
So then
when
what was
the
your
cat
problem?
couldn't find his freaking dish,
That's
and was
not
starting
true.
To
Wait,
All right,
but
I'm
Franklin,
wrong,
but even that argument
is
is
this
wrong,
what you
Ron.
called me in for today, by the way?
Yes, it wasn't that Gina's going to be playing.
Yeah, I know.
What?
All
What
fucking
is
night I'm
this?
sitting out. I tell him I have shit to do today. He's asking me to come in today to work on some stupid ass project that doesn't happen. Just so
Wait
we
a
can
minute,
argue about this
I'm
bullshit that
lost
we could have
here.
argued all weekend about.
I'm completely lost here.
I asked him to come in because we're going to talk about Guns N' Roses in Cuba. Because I knew
Why
he
are
wouldn't.
Guns N' Roses going to Cuba?
They're not going to
They're
Cuba.
not. He was up all day on the internet looking it up. That's another joke.
You took all night to figure that one out?
Why would they?
That's another
Why would they
practical
go to Cuba?
They're not going to Cuba. I called
to
Earl
him
yesterday.
on-
I'm like, Dave's doing some foolish bullshit tomorrow. You want to let me know about this? Earl tried his best not to let me know about this.
It's funny. It's not foolish bullshit.
It's foolish
You don't
bullshit when
get it.
you're sitting here arguing about like your time and arguing about shit that has nothing to do with anything.
Well, then stop coming in.
Is that the newlywed?
All right, HCJ, thank you.
Bye.
Mooch, thank you. Baby girl, thank you. Oh, by the way, you're very lucky you didn't hear the stuff Baby girl was saying. You would have really cried. You would have bawled your eyes out. She was brutal on those guys.
Yeah, she could get
Brutal.
She has a little bit of an evil streak in her.
Listen to how his demeanor changes when it's about Baby Girl.
Right.
He's smiling, and
I despise
it's a
you.
lovable.
It's hard to speak to you with any kind of
Why don't
freaking
you like
confidence.
him?
Because he's disgusting. It's just that simple.
How so?
You drink piss. You touch shit.
Not
You're
in months.
Not all the
disgusting.
time.
Not in months.
Not all the time.
I'm
he
having a
does that.
very good streak of
All
not
right,
doing
fine.
that.
That's a streak. You shouldn't have to.
It's gonna
You shouldn't have to
continue.
compare a streak to a human being for not touching feces.
All right, here's Rob. Rob, you're on Run Fez.
Oh, my God. I'm in pain. I'm yelling at my radio like a maniac. This comedy kryptonite, Franklin, is killing me. Why is he on the show?
It's not just comedy.
Well, apparently he was tricked into it by being told GNR was going to Cuba. Why you just wanted to out this argument?
Yeah, and yes.
Which he could have told me. I would have came in anyway. At no point did I think Guns N' Roses were going to go to Cuba. You know what I mean?
And wait, hold on. I go to him, Ron. I go, I think Axel even supports Castro's brother as dictator. And he goes, interesting, Dandy. Interesting, Candy.
Here is Nick. Nick, you're on Run and Fez.
Yeah, Franklin, you sound like the whole of the show. You should just shut your mouth.
Well, here's the weird thing. We had holes that day, and they were all laughing their ass off.
He's not the kryptonite. He's not the hole. He is the Ron Fez hall monitor, where he has to run out and be like, no, you can't have any fun now. Because we have to be good here.
It did sound like he was trying to save Thanksgiving.
Right. And it's
like in a Hallmark special.
Did you hear all this stuff?
I heard what Baby Girl was doing, and then I knew there was arguing.
Where were you? Were you in here with us, or where were you?
I was in this room.
Why, Baby Girl was just
laying into Craze and Spandy Man. Why do you live? Why are you alive?
Yeah.
Why don't you think you should kill yourself?
Why we were all just sitting there? And this is well after the show. And I'm just and Craze is going like this. Well, I like to breathe. And, I'm going to keep on doing it.
No,
my wife likes me.
Why don't you just step in front of a train?
Well, I don't want to be hit by a train.
Now that's not worse than giving a guy a tray of ziti that was in the garbage can. And saying, we found your tray. It was in the garbage can.
Are you that hurt that I try to stop your joke that this is even something that's worth
Franklin,
talking about?
you couldn't hurt me in 1,000 million years.
Yeah,
what you do is
1,000 million?
You million.
What if he didn't get you tickets to the Big Havana show?
Hurt is different. I am pissed that you ruin fun. That's all. You're a fun ruiner. That's you.
And you're a dickhead. You're just a jackass, Dave.
Funner.
You have such a base fucking sense of humor that it's like, I don't even know why I'm even arguing with you about
Really?
this.
Is that why you call me brilliant for coming up with characters like Guy Geyerson,
like
Board Gossip,
4
Earl's
fucking months ago?
grandmother, and the most recent, the Davey Ray Southern
You know,
Communion?
he's got a good point there. Remember when you shot the man on the street thing to him that we never used?
That was like...
you were in tears. You were
did.
Going crazy.
Well, you wouldn't have someone with a basic... No, my fucking...
And it was 90% Dave, 10% man on the street.
I feel like, if anything, I've evolved since then, Franklin. So if my humor is based now, it was certainly based then. So you're lying.
This got sent to me, and I believe it's from Frenchie. Franklin has become the Al Dukes of XM. And that's the second worst thing you can say about a man. First, of course, is a gay.
That's not a bad thing. That's actually a compliment to some people.
Oh.
Yes.
Compliment?
Really?
Sure. It's a perfectly normal, natural thing.
Just thinking about them sucking each other's dicks.
Come.
Yeah. Here is Jamie. Jamie, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, buddies. Dick Holder 614.
What do you say, dude?
Hey, I just wanted to say, Franklin, were you that guy in school that would raise his hand and be like, "Oh, teacher, you forgot to give us homework. Weren't we supposed to have a test today?"
Would you listen to Dave? I mean, like, why would you even make this kind of impression of me based on what you've been hearing here today?
Sure. Now all the
That's a bunch of
callers.
foolishness.
Hey, Ron. All the callers are stupid and wrong. Apparently,
that's not right,
Dave,
Franklin.
you set up a whole fucking thing for them. Of course they're going to have...
people can't make up their minds for themselves.
I see you sitting here, you're covering your eyes, right? Now, let me ask you something. You and Franklin are running buddies, right?
Yeah.
And Franklin always comes to your rescue, correct?
Yes.
Why do you let him take on the pack? Where were you? Where you literally just fucking pulled down on him and left him out there on his own?
I mean, I wasn't even aware what the situation was as far as what happened between him and
Do you
Smith.
got your buddy's back or not? In this situation.
I'll back him up, yeah.
But in this situation.
Yeah.
Being a guy who's worked around comedy for so long.
Yeah.
Do you think the Big ZD in the trash is funny or not funny?
I can't lie. That was funny as shit. It was
I'm
funny.
not even questioning that it's funny. I'm not even.
Then what's your
I'm
question?
saying that after the joke was done, to take his tray,
That's part
cover it in
two.
shit, and then send it to him. Yes, it's part 2. It's a whole different thing.
Now, was it really in
No.
shit? Now, who, by the way, put the tray in the trash?
It was Baby Girl did, and then I believe Sam put the Pop-Tart wrappers. Basically, everyone was looking at me for the green light, and I'm like, yeah, that's a funny joke. He takes all the anger out on me. Not one other person received the wrath of Franklin candy.
You just don't like Dave.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You used to love him.
Don't
I
cry,
used to
Franklin.
love him. I used to love him.
What turned it for you?
When he started fucking my actual work aspects of what I do here, then I stopped. I lost respect for him.
That never
So
happened.
this is a personal thing. It's not about comedy at all. You just personally look for reasons to disagree with Dave.
Oh, today? No, Dave called me in here to disagree with me.
No, but I mean the other day. The reason why you decided to take out the thing on Dave is just personal. It had
Oh, no,
nothing to do
no,
with
no,
the
no.
joke
I
itself.
tried to stop Sam and Baby Girl in the back.
Dave
actually... I have an accent. Dave actually caught my
I know,
wrath
that's why
because he
I'm
tried to
laughing.
stop me in
What kind of
mid-motion.
accent? What kind of Brooklyn
See,
accent is that
This
anyway?
is the thing. I'm just explaining to you. Obviously, you talk like people in your neighborhood. I'm busting balls when I point it out. That's all. It doesn't even mean anything real.
If his neighborhood belonged to George Plimpton, because I've never heard someone from Brooklyn with that accent. Yes, Sam. Let's go to the water slide. I did a thing with Norman Mailer. We covered in Muhammad Ali, Zaire. It was great.
Brian, you're on Run Fest.
Hey, I want to ask Franklin, who the fuck does he think he is, judging people like Dave, who makes the fucking show funny, when he contributes nothing? You know what?
Don't, take a deep breath, Brian. I have very base humor. I'm for you stupid people. That's essentially what Franklin's inferring to. I'm just for dummies. So everyone.
Is that what
anyone-
you're saying, Franklin?
Anyone who
No,
likes
not
me
at
is
all.
stupid.
I'm saying Dave's an ass. Dave had...
You just said base humor.
You
So
do have base
so
humor.
anyone who likes me calls up with a dick card.
That has
they're
nothing
assholes.
to do. Why are you gonna fucking take the other side of the extreme?
They're
What, you think
stupid.
that people who call in can listen to more
They're not
intelligent
even real.
conversation, find humor
There's no
on a
cards.
higher level?
There aren't any cards.
Are you saying that everybody who's listening to the show is listening to you over Fez or Ron?
No,
Then that's what you're
stupid.
saying. If
no,
everybody
I
can
said
find
people
something
who call
else.
in with dick cards. I was being very specific, Franklin.
Tough
And
wave.
oh,
Well, why are you mad,
Franklin, stop tearing up too. By the way,
Tearing. Dude, I'm gonna...
You ready to knock him out?
Dude, I'm so close. I'm having a hard time with it, man. I really am past the point of my own personal levels.
Well, that's something a human being has to be able to control.
I know.
Okay? While you're talking about being a civilized person, that's something civilized people have to do. To be able to talk things out without thinking, I'm just going to start punching him.
and they also have to control their tear ducts.
I
because the
will say
tears are
this.
about to come
We
down.
do this show all the time, and we never have security looking in the door, ready to come in
Ready
and
to
break
jump.
things up.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's because of you don't.
I know it's because of me, because you pushed me to a level of lunacy. You fucking jackass.
Seriously, that is funny. The fact
That's
that,
funny. That's just a child rolling on the fucking floor looking like a
No,
4-year-old.
that you
I can't
are
respect
ready
him
to
as a
knock
man.
him out,
I can't.
though. You're saying that you're ready to
It's
hit
so
him.
hard not to. It
Over
really
something.
is.
Ziti, your,
Yes,
your thing is
foolishness.
this. Think of a human being's feelings. Ziti should not be thrown in the trash. Yet you're now saying because of stupid humor, you're ready
right.
to punch a
You're
person.
absolutely right. He takes me down to terrible
and,
levels.
and talk like a supervillain.
But again, you're not taking responsibility for
Mr.
where
Glass.
your
You're
anger's gotten
absolutely
you.
right. It's my fault for letting him get me this angry. It
And he
is.
doesn't talk like a supervillain.
You're driving me to the point of lunacy. Meanwhile,
You think any word that's 3 syllables is fucking supervillain because it's just bigger than your vocabulary?
he's saying that while drinking the daintiest cup of Lipton tea. Like, you're not that tough, that much of
You
a
are
tough
so
guy.
afraid of me, aren't you? You have no idea how
Franklin, I
that
could
I
not
can
be
be
less
who I
afraid of
am.
a human being in
Dude,
my
you are
life.
so fucking scared of me. It's unbelievable. You cannot even sit here and not attack me. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anyone so threatened by me from the second I came in
dude,
here.
we're
You're
in-
threatened by me.
I am.
You are
really,
so
I'm not.
threatened
Even
by
looking
you.
at me anymore,
You're
I'm not
threatened by me.
Because the
I'm
microphone's
sitting here
pointed this way,
crying.
Franklin.
I'm crying. I'm doing this. That's bullshit, and you know it. You know.
Your lips are quivering and your eyes are getting misty.
My
I'm
lips are
sorry
quivering.
If I have good fucking vision.
Fucking vision. You can't even see.
Franklin, you got to remember it's radio. And we
I'm
gotta,
sorry.
We're good. I guess Franklin didn't think it was dandy when you bullied Spandy.
Dandy Candy don't bully Spandy. Don't spandy with the candy and dandy. Give me a handy.
What do you recall from this incident?
We're having fun on the radio. Spandy is a good sport. The worst thing that you can be in life is an uptight person thinking you're, defending someone. I believe they call this the white knight behavior. And Spandy was a great sport. He was fucking hysterical and didn't mind any jokes about him.
No, and
so I was perplexed by Franklin's behavior.
As you pointed out, wore the spandex, knew what he was getting into.
Yeah, he's funny. He doesn't mind his balls getting busted. He's literally dressed like, who is that guy when we were kids? Mr. Body or Body Man or something? Well, I mean, there was a guy on Channel 13 PBS who would wear like a spandex outfit, but then like you could see his body parts.
Your parents would just let you watch that?
It was for kids.
It
was a show for children.
I don't like that.
I forget what it was called. I forget the guy's name. It's like I remember his had curly hair. He's like Body Guy or something. I think I got him and Richard Simmons mixed up a lot as a kid.
Richard Simmons.
They both had curly like white guy afros.
The white guy afro was huge for a while.
Yeah, because people were growing their hair, and I would have one. So if I grew my hair out, unfortunately, it would not be like Axl Rose. It would be like Carrot Top or. The guy in Dazed and Confused, the redhead in Dazed and Confused. Remember him?
Yes, I do.
That's what it would look like.
I also
it goes up, not down.
I also was only capable of growing an afro.
Yeah.
So
some people are blessed that goes down. Some people it goes up. See, that's the thing about the long hair. You never know. If it goes to the side, you better drink a V8. Waka waka.
So,
boy, that V8 line was way better than your no sell. You didn't even give a chuckle? You're sitting next to me.
We talk about this every trip. Sometimes I get stuck behind a piece of shit sob who refuses to go to the fucking speed
Wait.
And then I have to deal with that, so I can't sell. Sometimes that's what's going on here.
All right, fine.
I apologize. The Waka Waka line was pretty good.
Well, that wasn't it. I gave myself my own stinger because after the V8, it was dead silence. And I guess that's where you use the car crash on the Opie and Anthony show. On our show, I'm just fucking filling the dead air with Waka Waka, like Fozzie the fucking bear. I think I'm going to incorporate that now going forward for all jokes that fail.
Don't get sold.
Anyway, all right, go ahead. What were you saying?
So
Franklin was too mind your own beeswax, brother. And Spandy, dude, this is what he does.
But that's why I was asking partially like the hierarchy of the show. I guess before we go any further, the fairest question I have is, what was Franklin's role on the show?
He was a fan, bro.
That's it?
Yes. He had some ideas of also wanting to do stuff with film. And, he did do something with me. Remember, I told you about this. I mentioned this on the show, didn't I? On Tales from Satellite? I'll say it real quick. I shot a TV pilot that I wanted to pitch with Franklin and Dean called Sportsmaster. That's where I got the name from. And there's, Davey Max sports program-ish, but not really. It was a full-on TV show. It's more similar to what Daily Show does for news. Sportsmaster was going to do for sports. Basically, almost like an ESPN parody with myself. And I wrote a whole fucking episode, and they shot it. And, Franklin never put it together. Or like never, I think he finally gave me a DVD, but all the footage was raw. There was no, they didn't, there was space for like a box for when I'm fucking doing, the weekend update bullshit, and you have stuff there, and none of that was filled in. So it was like, wow, like, what was the point of that? I was a little bit ticked off at that, but at the same time, I wasn't paying him. The whole deal was, hey, if this pilot gets picked up, you guys are going to be a part of it. Like, come with you. You guys are going to come with as the production team, right? Handshakes all around. Good. Still believe in that idea, but
we should talk off air about that.
Not going to happen now. Yeah.
No, I think we should legitimately.
Yeah, actually, we should. It should happen. It should have happened fucking 15 years ago, regardless.
as soon as we're done recording this, we're gonna have a serious conversation about Sportsmaster.
Yeah, we did Man on the Street stuff. We did a me doing the stories, Daily Show, Man on the Street, talking about sports, and a sketch or two and a character.
Perfect.
It's fun.
Yeah, well, we should definitely figure this out.
And Franklin just decided, you know what? I have all this fucking great footage that we could just send to Comedy Central right now. I'm just going to do nothing with it.
And, it's not like it's sports or anything, so it needs to be done in a timely fashion.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It had to be done in a timely fashion.
Yeah. Anyway, the reason I asked was, it feels like Franklin's overstepping a ton of bounds.
We had a very friendly open door policy. And you're right. Sometimes folks might take advantage of that. And might,
Not even that it was bad, but just, I don't know, if I saw Deb enjoying something with the Ron and Fez show at the height of Happy Typing Girl fame, I wouldn't then be like, I need to stop this from happening. I'd be like, okay, if she's on board, clearly this is what they do. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Even if I don't like what's happening, I'm not gonna step up and be like, this needs to stop.
No, it's crazy. You're a guest. You cannot tell people who work there what to do, right? Same rules apply to fucking regular life. You go to someone's house for dinner, you don't fucking tell them what to do. You shut your mouth and eat their goddamn food, which would be impossible if your mouth is closed to then consume the food. So that makes no sense what I said, but you know what I'm saying.
It would also be impossible if you're eating at Franklin's house, because apparently he's a vegetarian.
Oh.
Yeah.
How so dandy and rotund with that candy, with that veggie candy.
So, just in case anybody doesn't remember and doesn't have time to listen to our award-winning Thanksgiving show we did
last year,
check it out. The incident was basically Spandy and Crazed came to the Halloween parade of sides you guys had, brought a ziti. Spandy had to carry it. He had a bad back. It was oversized. And then nobody ate the ziti because nobody trusted Spandy. Now, as you pointed out, the man wears spandex 24/7. Anytime he goes out. Do you not think he knew exactly how this was going to play out?
No, he thought
right?
No. He definitely thought. No. Listen, don't get it confused. He's a good sport, but he's also nuts. He thought everyone was going to dig into the ziti. He was 100% convinced that, my ziti's going to get over. I'm telling you, I make the best ziti.
It was also the 9th tray of ziti, if I remember correctly. It was not an original idea.
No, I know. I agree with that.
So, you guys don't eat the ziti.
No, we don't
On
eat the
air,
ziti. No ziti.
He gets upset, probably more for show than he actually is upset, because that's what you do. You lean into it.
Sure, absolutely.
Right,
perform a little bit.
And then afterwards, I believe it was Baby Girl throws the ziti in the trash. And then Sam's throwing trash on it. Everybody's getting involved, laughing, having a good time. You're just an innocent bystander. You would be the shoeless Joe Jackson of this Black Sox crew destroying the ziti, if you will. Just an innocent bystander.
Yep.
For some reason, Franklin screams at you.
I know. Why?
And
what the hell's up with that?
And I believe this must have been the final straw for you. Because you set it up for him to come in so you could yell at him for it.
Fucking A, I did. I'm not going to take this fucking... Who the hell are you? What are you doing? We're having fun on the radio. We're going to do a bit. It's going to be air. It'll be material. It'll be content. Oh, if there's a controversy that arises from it, excellent. Now we've got ourselves a storyline. See, this is all the fucking shit that Franklin didn't understand. He's fucking taking out this is how fucking storylines develop, and you get a little angle or storyline for weeks and months. Because it's some sort of controversial moment. For instance, a guy worked a crazy lunatic wearing full-bodied spandex, made ziti. We rightfully thought it out because we thought the fucking crazy-ass lunatic would probably poison us like it was Jim Jones. And there's Franklin taking out A, all the fun, B, ruining the controversy. So now you've literally killed fucking radio. Congratulations, radio killer.
Even if he didn't intend to poison you,
every time you saw Spandy, he was popping Percocets like they were Tic Tacs.
Well, he had a bad back.
Yeah, but it might have accidentally happened, is my point. Like, you guys made
By the way,
call.
I'm saying that, tongue in cheek. He fucking, I never believed that bad backs fucking scenario that he claimed is why he had to use 100 Percocets and Oxycontin a day. And no, it was the back.
Yeah. Who knows?
I know.
Okay, you do.
Because you wouldn't be wearing a spandex. How would he get into spandex every day?
Well, maybe it was
your back would be so if your back was fucked up, it would be impossible to put on a full body spandex suit day in and day out.
I'm not gonna lie. Initially, I thought maybe the spandex was like a medical thing.
That's what he claimed.
But
We all realized he's fucking crazy.
The more you describe it, no, they wouldn't give you. How would you put it on?
Yes, he claimed the spandex was for his bad back. The bad back was a cover for the Percocet and the Oxycontin that fucked his head up, that then made him decide I should wear spandex. See? So it was this insane circle of mental illness, but the back was just he fixed the back. He had gotten back surgery. There's no reason for any of this nonsense. I'm going to have fun with this lunatic. I'm going to throw his ZD out. And it wasn't even me, as you pointed out. It was Baby Girl and Sam Roberts.
I do need to ask, did Guns N' Roses ever play Cuba?
GNR? I think so. Why?
That's the lie you sold Franklin to get him in. You were like, GNR is going to Cuba. And I didn't know. Now,
well, don't forget, at some point Castro died, right? And
there
were rock bands going over there, like Rage Against the Machine.
You told him on air, we hear that you told him you were going to they were going to support Castro's dictator brother, the other side of everybody else, and he wanted to come in and argue with you.
That's just fucking funny.
That's hilarious. That's my point. Even that, like, you made the whole thing a radio. Your goal was always radio, but and so we're gonna let the audience listen to a little bit more here of the tape.
Dandy,
Just
so much candy.
Because we quickly learned that this is not about Spandy. This is about
Dandy.
There's Dandy and there's a beef between Dave and, as you put it,
Franklin.
I didn't even know why.
Isn't it kind of funny that our only black friend is named Franklin, like the Peanuts character?
Yes, it is. Did you?
Earl worked.
Yeah.
But that's his real name. So he does. I'm talking about like friends of the show.
And we're gonna hear Earl.
Oh well, there was another guy, but I think then was some sort of incident or something. I don't even remember. I don't want to go.
We don't have to go into that. What we were gonna go into is some Ron and Fez audience.
Let's do Ron and Fez.
The audience can hear. Maybe this is about a bit more, and we'll be right back.
Keep everything going.
Yes.
That's the thing about keeping your fucking in the groove. All right? Here's Sam.
Yeah, first of all, Dave is brilliant, and what could be more base than crying and threatening to fight somebody in an argument? Now,
He's
true. I was sitting out there when Baby Girl did the thing and when he was arguing with Dave. He was screaming back and forth with Dave. Dave goes, "Why aren't you yelling at her?" And he hugs Baby Girl and says, he doesn't realize you have these, and points to her tits.
Oh,
my God. Dude, you took the words and switched it. That's what
Whoa.
Dave said. He says you don't yell at her because she has tits. Don't fucking lie,
No,
Sam.
you said that, Franklin.
All right, fine.
He said it.
He said.
Fine.
And Sam is
and then
very
I
truthful.
agreed with her. I agreed with you. That I will give her more chance because of the fact that she's who she is over you.
No, you give her a chance because she's a female. Pure and simple.
Mm-hmm.
That's the tits thing.
Good job, Sam. Good job, partner, for exposing the truth.
I got your back.
Sam, do you not?
I got this. You got to protect his partner right now. Do a little show stuff.
He was the one who put the garbage on the
Well,
tray.
you got Earl.
No, Earl said. We're all
Maybe,
afraid of
Sam.
a guy who wears poet scarves when it's 70 out.
Scarves.
There's a little gay scarf. I got nothing against a scarf.
By
but
the way,
it's- you're right.
That is not the worst thing. It's fine for a scarf. It's fine for a man.
Is it a slinky?
To molest children?
It's not what it's for. It's to keep warm.
Here is, let's go over here to John. John, you're on Run and Fez.
Yeah, the worst thing you could call a man isn't gay.
Oh, no?
It's Franklin.
All right, that's not fair.
It's the same, John.
I like to get some Franklin fans on this. We already got Earl. You've had his back pretty good through this.
I try to support whenever I can.
You've done well. You're Tonto. You are.
Hello, Ron. This is Timmy, Franklin's #1 fan. I love him so much because he fucks me hard.
All right, just doesn't even make sense. That's the stupidest.
Hey, maybe base humor was right.
Seriously, the worst thing you can say about a man is that he's gay.
True.
There is far worse things than you could say. Gay isn't even an insult. You could say someone is a thief. You could say someone is a murderer.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. Here's Gary. Gary, you're on Run of Fez.
Buddies, how you doing?
Yeah, good.
Hey, first I look at it this way. You guys are like MASH 4077s. And at first I thought he was Frank Burns, but he turns out to be Charles Emerson Winchester.
All right, that's funny.
Oh.
Winchester's funny.
Later.
Winchester was funny. Now
he's-
I know you don't get humor.
Yeah. He's going to turn around now.
Putting me as
try and
the
get the listeners to
Winchester.
like him. That's how it starts. Doesn't stay with anything. It's just, maybe the listeners are going to dislike me, Mandy Candy. I better switch. Go to their side on Mandy Candy.
Why are you laughing, Earl? Why are you laughing if it's not funny?
I was laughing at the Mandy Candy.
Sure, that's funny.
It's a drop, basically. Candy.
Stop it. Here's Clarence. Clarence, you're on Run of Fez.
Yes, isn't it, Franklin, isn't it funny when Dave gets hit with a cowbell?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Good point.
I'm a little confused.
He's saying that you are not consistent.
I know you're confused, but Guns N' Roses are not playing Cuba.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
First of all, and the early scans, Dave.
Yeah.
Falling very, very short. And you're going to... What was the bet that you had with Earl?
That I think Sam has the Ultimate Warrior paint or the shaved head. He has to either do Ultimate Warrior or shaved head.
I thought it was shaving the head. You
Was
sacrificed that beautiful head.
Still, by the way, I have been dying to see the Ultimate Warrior paint. Just so...
I think it's an option of the two.
I do like the Ultimate Warrior look. And it really is gone. It's
He's
sad.
going to be horrified about that. Well, I
All right,
guess...
let's take this back to the beginning.
Okay.
Dave, your friends were inappropriate throwing baked ziti into the trash can, so Franklin got mad at you. But a lot of this, Franklin, has to do with he drives you crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, I'm constantly upset by things that wouldn't upset me from other people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a real shame, though, that you're hanging around us because we can... I hate to break it to you, the sense of humor on 202 can be a little vicious sometimes. Believe it or not, throwing baked ziti in the trash was cream puff stuff.
Don't throw those cream puffs away.
No, we won't.
From Papa Beards.
I meant that as an allegorical type deal. But the thing is, you don't make sense, Franklin. I'm sorry. And you're too sensitive.
Here's cigars and scotch.
Hey, Franklin can't listen to MacArthur Park. He feels bad for the guy that baked the cake. Why would they leave it in the rain? It took so long.
Spring was never waiting for us, dear. Well, is that a song deal that someone left the cake out in the rain?
No, not a problem at all.
It's the same thing though with the ziti.
The ziti isn't the problem. Just to explain myself, it's not the actual act of throwing it away. That's not great. That wasn't nice, but I did understand why they did that. When he was looking for it and was clearly upset to the point where he was in that corner popping the pills and everything, I did.
That
feel
is
bad
not
for
why
him.
he was popping the pills.
Well,
He
that's
pops
what
the-
I had. That's
But
the
that's
impression
wrong.
I had. I know, and
he doesn't take pills because he's a lunatic. He has a bad back. He's a very funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very bright guy. I spent the afternoon talking with him.
Mm-hmm.
But he has back pain, so he takes pills.
Mm-hmm.
You think that someone who has back pain is retarded.
That's not
You're
true. I
constantly
thought that
looking...
might have had something to do with
No.
what was going on during the night.
The guy
My
has
problem
back pain.
was with the
and he
flaunting
wears
in front of him.
spandex because he's into it on whatever sexual level. I think Spandy is a fucking panic. I
Yes.
was listening to shit that he was saying that day he killed. Crazed is by far one of my favorite fucking people in the world. I don't feel superior to them, and somehow you do.
Maybe my concern is viewed that way, but that's not what I feel in my heart. I don't feel like they're any lesser than I am.
But you think that because the guy couldn't find fucking his pan, that he had to take Oxycontin?
Yeah.
I just knew that that's what he was doing, and I thought that he was upset.
But that's Spandy, Franklin.
He came in upset.
That's him.
I didn't know that.
That's him.
You
That's
know, my
Spandy.
point being is that if the cat looks like he's upset, I thought the joke went far enough.
What do you
and I
mean by the
mentioned
cat? Like a 1950s jazz fucking player?
And can I say, you should find out about some of these things before you feel this, need to step in, be the hero. I also know of something in Thanksgiving that you did that is against my personal rule.
What's that?
He gave some food to the enemy, and we'll just leave it at that. And I fucking was. And
Are you shitting me?
I yelled at an intern named Lucas because because I gave him the responsibility of being the food guard.
To guard the food,
Lucas,
correct.
All of a sudden, they see the enemy eating, and Lucas comes in, and I go, Lucas, what the fuck is with it? So I had to remount an intern who goes, Franklin told me to stand down. Franklin outranks me, quote unquote. This is quote unquote right from Lucas's mouth. He's here. He can verify this shit. And I was aghast, and I'm like, you don't know that? So if you don't know that, then you don't know this show.
Because of the fact that they were hovering around the food, I thought giving one plate
No!
keep them there.
They have made our fucking lives a living hell.
No, I am
And we
so
had this-
pissed right now.
No,
that is months of work down the drain.
You don't let a fucking Nazi, if you're
Would
an
it have
American.
been better to have his hand in the turkey?
No, Lucas was there. You
They
told
keep
Lucas
him
to stand
away.
down. That's what
He
Lucas
is
was
kept
doing.
away because he's not liked.
I completely understand and have done that in the past.
And no, Lucas the intern was doing a hell of a job doing that. You told him stand down. It's what I got from Lucas.
Again, it's always the high moral ground.
Exactly.
It's feeling superior. I have to feed the world now.
And it ruined another thing that we had going. Another thing.
Quickly, we realized that this wasn't just a Dave wants to do one thing, Franklin wants to do something else. It was Dave and Franklin are at odds, and this wouldn't have been the first time you were at odds with somebody. You
No.
You were kind of, as
at
you pointed
odds
out,
with everyone.
You played the role of contrarian, A, because that made good radio, and B, you would lean into stuff because it would go somewhere that would make good radio.
Yeah, well, if you're going to have a viewpoint, stick by it.
Yeah. And when I'm hearing this tape play out for the first time, go, oh, it's another person Eastside Dave's rubbing wrong with. Here comes a feud. And the feud quickly turns into smear the Franklin. Like, it is, everybody is on Dave's side 100%. From Ron to Fez.
Oh, boy.
To the fans.
Oh, Dandy Candy must have irritated some folks.
It seems like everybody was kind of getting this
Franklin.
vibe. Even Ron points out at one point that you feel like you're better than everybody else. You're on this moral high ground and you have to constantly be correcting us.
There was some truth to that with Franklin, you're saying?
With Franklin, yeah. Did it start to become this situation where, like, you couldn't have fun around the guy?
He was a very formal person that, it's interesting because we said this. Some people make great first impressions. Some people make bad first impressions. In all honesty, I make strange first impressions.
Yeah.
I have people who have told me, like, I didn't even realize you're like this. Like I thought you were like quiet or something. Like
No.
I've gotten that before.
Yeah.
Like when people didn't realize, like I would see people like my kids, they go to school and I run into their parents, and then their parents just see me at the baseball game or whatever. I say hello, don't do it much. But then later on they'd be like, oh, I saw a clip. You do like a lot of like shows and stuff. I was watching. I didn't know that you were funny. Like I thought you were like just like a quiet, shy person.
That's
quiet
so
and
funny.
shy.
Never.
Or that's one impression that I make. The other impression that I make a lot of times is people hate my fucking guts. That's a common first impression with me because I think when you have a relatively strong personality and you're unafraid to say whatever you want, I think people at first think that there's arrogance and assholedness attached to that, when actually I don't feel that I'm an arrogant person. Do you?
No.
I'm genuinely asking.
No, I think you
I have confidence. That's the difference.
It's not even confidence. You just don't mask anything. I'm
an open book.
Exactly.
And to me, that means I'm really way more honest than most, especially.
And that's how you view it. Whereas some people might look at that and go, oh, he's not doing the social, like, being politeness. I'm not one of those guys. That's why we get along so well.
Yeah.
Sometimes will it end with us being like, hey, you hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people. Never was on the Ron Fez show, in my opinion, but other shows, people put themselves first. They want to be the cool guy. Everyone wants to be the cool guy, or they, and we never had that. It was just, you know what? If you screw something up, throw yourself under the bus. It'll be fun.
It's one of the things you taught me early on. If you take this too seriously, you're an asshole.
Yeah. So, but here's the deal. That's my first impression of me. The Franklin first impression was the exact opposite. He gives one of the greatest first impressions of any person ever. Again, with the formal booming voice, the very fancy way of talking. He has a presence. When you meet Franklin, you go, oh, I really like this guy. He's fun. Big presence, big voice, seems jolly. Like he seemed jolly, because he's a chubby guy. And, but then as time wore on, he started getting a little bossy, a little opinionated, especially opinionated about the show and how things should work. And I'm like, you're not a fucking employee. What the hell?
True.
Where is all of this? You guys should handle things like this. It's like, no. There's like several reasons why I won't handle things like that. And, it's because of things that Ron or Fez have said, but you don't know. And it's just too monotonous and tedious for me to explain to you. But you keep thinking that.
Exactly. And sometimes that kind of stuff can be contained within the show. Like the show people start to feel that way about a fan or a helper, but the audience doesn't pick up on it. But we quickly learned, like, all the fans were starting to feel this way too.
Yeah, I guess so.
They call in and obviously they
I think he was hanging around a lot, right?
A lot at this point, yep. So two facets happen here. One is everybody doesn't like the fun killing Franklin. And it seems to be targeted directly on you.
Killing Franklin's a problem.
Yeah.
Because he's also a bit of a fun killer at that fucking Hawaiian barbecue. The Honolulu Luau or whatever it was called.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to correct you. I know what you're referring to.
Yeah. The Luau. He was like, he took control of that. It was just, again, starting to get bossy. And we're like, this is weird. Why so bossy, bro?
I believe to some extent he did that to Gap a bit.
Well, he did make, at least I'll give him credit. He made a movie.
He did.
A full
One Night
hour and a half movie. What was it? Yeah, One Night in Brooklyn. As opposed to, with all due respect, because I love him, Paul O, The Gap is just, what is it?
And I'm going to challenge you on that one and go, which movie are we still talking about?
Because The Gap isn't even a movie. It's a fucking Paul O confession. I'm sorry.
He set out to make a think piece that made you feel things you didn't want to feel, and clearly it worked because to this day it makes you feel things you don't want to feel. I'm a Paul O sycophant.
Sycophant is the name.
That's how you would pronounce it, you Gap hater. But so the first person to call in right away is Mooch.
Why are we in this lane?
Because I can't get over.
You have to. This is the exit lane, and we're going to be here for 7 exits. We're going to get home at 9 o'clock at night.
Well, the good news is it's added literally 0 time to the GPS. If you look,
I
it
know.
still says
GPS
7:40.
will reconfigure. All right, this is a little better.
Now we're still stopped.
Well, I mean, if you go, just keep going left
is HOV, so we can't go too far.
Listen to this fucking guy from Pennsylvania. No one from New Jersey no cop has ever pulled anyone over for being in the fucking SUV lane at 6:36 at night. I had a fucking guy, Jesse said, Dave, why are you so mean to Robert sometimes? This is why. He knows I have a very, very important thing to do. He knows this. I've told him. And yet he just is determined to go in the slowest lane sometime.
Jesse, I love you. Thank you for the support.
No, Jesse, this is why.
But back to Franklin. So Mooch
Yes.
calls in to shit on him and go, no, like, you are always ruining the fun. If you don't think this is fun, just leave. Which is a good sentiment. Nobody forces you to listen to a radio show. Nobody's forcing you to hang out there. If you feel like Dave, who's a paid member of the show, is creating an issue, leave. It's not up to you to make that call. The people who make the calls want Dave there.
Well, of course, they're going to want me over fucking Franklin. But on top of that, he killed a bit.
And so that is
Bit was killed. Bye, Bit.
That is the first facet. Then the other facet that people seem to have an issue with Franklin on is he pretends to be this very formal, grand-mannered individual.
Yes, hello, my name is Franklin. Brooklyn Films, Cypher Films.
But
I'm based in Brooklyn. Good morning.
But he's actually, like, very much a creep and kind of a misogynistic person.
He seemed to be getting into fights with the ladies. The longer he stayed around, he did seem to be getting into fights with ladies.
And at this point, it's even so he's so dismissive that he feels like he can't fight with fighting with a lady's is below him. So HTG recounts that she's arguing with Franklin, and instead of him responding to her, he's screaming his response at you, even though you're not saying anything. Like, so then she'll respond to him screaming at you, he'll scream at you in response, and you're just standing there, like, and so that's the other part of it. I believe
It's misdirected anger. I don't know. Here's the bane of my existence. I am the king of being the victim of misdirected anger. That's across the board. I honestly feel that that's been a curse in life of mine. It's happened with friends, family, employers, everywhere I go. People will be pissed off at something else, and they'll just fucking see my stupid red head, and just my fucking dumb face will, I guess, push them over the edge, and they'll always fucking freak out on me. And I'm like, what did I do? That honestly has been my life.
And I believe you are the victim of that because of both things people are accusing Franklin of.
Hold on, I'm going to crush your head like in Kids in the Hall. I'm crushing your head! I'm crushing Robert's head! All right, go ahead.
No, but I believe you're the misguided anger, wrath, whatever you want to call it, of Franklin for both reasons people are on him. One, because he's known as a fun killer, and you're the fun guy. And two,
that's true, and maybe he wanted to be the fun guy because he had the fun guy first impression. He was a guy, Hawaiian shirt, the chubby jolliness. That's, when there's weight, a lot of people think you're the fun guy or the party guy.
Yeah, exactly.
The voice. Yeah, that's an interesting theory.
And if you think about it, like, he lives in Brooklyn, he's a movie maker, he's got all this stuff going on. And then the other facet is he wants to be this ladies' man. He can sleep with anybody. He can get all the girls. At one point, he says, I don't like to ever think I can't sleep with somebody, Ron. And it's just like the douchiest thing I could think somebody saying. And at this time, you may not have been married, but you're at least dating.
That's funny.
One of the hot message board girls at the time. All the girls like you. Winnie Cooper wants to hang out with you. You know what I mean? So I think
they all like me.
HTG,
they like me so much. I'm so likable.
HTG enjoys your presence. Like, baby girl doesn't feel creeped out by you.
I wasn't, and I'm not.
No, exactly. That's my point. But I feel like all of these things. So we're going to let the audience listen to a little bit more here. It may actually even wrap up the episode.
We're going
to come back with
We're going to give you some more audio, and we're going to have some fun, because that's what Tales from the Satellite's about. It's about fun. And look, don't blame Robert that he doesn't know how to change lanes. He's a good kid. He's a good guy. No, I know. But that HOV lane.
But we need to get over
moving like a folk. Soon, we're going to exit 5. We're at exit 11, dog.
3.1 miles, man.
That is 3.1 miles when we're going 1 mile an hour is like 0.
Well, hopefully we go these 3.1 miles.
But let me tell you something,
in the
folks.
time it takes you to listen.
I love you guys very much. It's been a while since we talked to our Tales from the Satellite audience and told them how much we appreciate them. Are you going to do that?
Absolutely.
Tell it to them right now.
I'm very appreciative of you guys. Thank you for tuning in and putting up with us every week.
You
We
guys
love
are the
you.
best. You know that?
You-
I mean this.
And, in the comments, feel free to tell us episodes you'd like to hear, too. We're always listening and we're always looking for
They know.
feedback.
But
Absolutely.
you know what? It's good to remind them. Give yourself 2 points for that.
2-pointer.
Boom.
On
All
that
right.
note, you guys enjoy the best to ever do it. We're going to hopefully make it these 3.0 miles now.
And we will come back.
Right after this from the Ron and Fez Show.
Here is somebody who is Franklin's fan now, George. George, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, this is George Takei. I'm Franklin's #1 fan. I'm calling in to defend him. Why,
First-
last summer we were on a Star Trek cruise.
All right.
and
First of
we
all,
were
it's
in a-
Takei. It's Takei, as in okay. Justice, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Franklin, look, your inferiority complex has driven you to the point of this revelation. The rest of this show should recognize that you really are you've used 202 to get your films out on the air, and now it's really come to light that no one likes you, and you should just go. Just go. Walk.
So I have an inferior complex this week. When last week I had over-inflated ego. That doesn't even have consistency.
Can be one the same.
All right, here's Brazilian Julie, who was there the whole time. Julie, how are you, darling?
Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Hi,
Hey.
Bonnie. Yeah, I was there, and as you kind of all know, I'm a really nice person. I would never do anything
You're the
like
nicest
that to
person I
Sandy
know.
or crazed, and I really try to never be mean to anybody, but I would never interfere with a joke when it was happening, and I completely agree with Dave, and I'm sorry, Franklin, if you disagree, but I think it was kind of none of our business to go in there and disturb their joke. If they wanted to hurt him or, make him feel bad, let them make him feel bad. And from what I heard, he doesn't really feel that bad about what happened. So
No.
There's something you guys got to know about AJ Dynamite and Crazed and fucking Spandy. These are New York guys. These are fucking survivors. They can take care of themselves. They're
Absolutely.
not somebody that needs to be pampered. These are scrappy fucking guys.
And if Franklin was on the phone with those guys 5 nights a week like I am, he would have known that. I love those guys. That's why I talk to him on the phone. And I don't talk down. I talk to them like about shit. He looks down at them.
What do you do like this? You're doing very well, Craze. You're working. You have a job at Walmart.
No, I ask AJ what his next plans are, and he tells me things of his comedy adventures.
It seems like, whoop, there goes Brazilian Julie.
And it's fun. I really enjoy it.
We got to take a break here. But the main thing is, for Christmas, and I know what it seems like, it's a long December. But Franklin and Dave, we got to get you guys to be buddies again for Christmas and make a Christmas miracle.
I'd love that, Ron.
I know you would.
You know me.
Yeah.
My heart's full of love.
Right.
I'm magnanimous. I just want to be with my pal, Franklin.
But the clock's ticking. There's not much time before
No,
Christmas.
there isn't,
Oh.
Fez.
We've got weeks.
No, Fez is right.
It's not like we have to clip the blue fucking wire or the red one.
I'd love to sit down and have some Lipton tea with Franklin one of these days and eat veggie food.
Is there any chance that you guys will be buddies again, Franklin?
Absolutely not. There's none.
Never ever?
I despise him as a human being.
Well, I'm going to say 100%.
Come on.
I do. I really
At
do.
Christmas.
It's out of respect to you guys that I haven't heard him, honestly.
That's just
Yeah.
mean.
Okay, Rambo. Well, Ron, it's 100% from me, so it's 50-50 that Franklin and I will be on the same page.
Look, let me tell you something. I remember before when Fez and Mikey D used to battle, and now they are battling again, but this time to see who's the football champion of some stupid website. And those guys are buddies again. And hopefully Mikey will be able to come in real soon.
That's right. Yeah, Mikey and Fez
That's
back
great.
together.
I had no idea you guys are back
Yes.
together again.
That's what life is
That's
about,
very cool.
Franklin.
That's very
Friendship.
cool.
And that was Thanksgiving.
I think that's great, honestly.
And Christmas is the season for what?
Sharing?
Presents.
Presents, okay.
I want a fire engine tomorrow.
To match your hair.
A real one. I want a real fire engine. But you guys have got to learn to be friends again, Franklin. And you've got to stop thinking that the only way to settle things is by throwing hands.
I haven't been here in a while. I've been a very, very thoughtful and
That's not what I'm talking
angerful
about.
person.
You
yeah.
said that you were ready to throw hands
Yeah, no,
today.
I agree.
And
I
security
agree.
had to stand here at
I
the door
completely agree. And I
because they thought
apologize
you were
for
out
that.
of your mind.
Yeah.
And that gets written up.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank you, Poe and Joe.
Poe and Joe. They're
And I
the
apologize
best.
to Poe and
More
Joe.
security
By the
than
way,
a GNR show in Cuba.
Thank you.
Master
Appreciate
Joe has quickly become my favorite person on the entire planet.
Mm-hmm. He's a good guy.
I would never throw his ZD away.
No.
I just want to be Ron. Is it too much to say that I just want me and Franklin to get along?
I know.
That's
I
what
know
this
what
was
you
all
want.
about. I was just trying to get us to love each other again. That's why I brought it up. And maybe he doesn't see it, but it was tough love.
When did you stop liking him?
I think when our project went south back in September.
It wasn't.
He blamed you.
Yeah.
It was he started to dislike me when I started busting his balls.
Okay, because
that's what happened.
Ron asked
Flat
you
out.
when you stopped liking me,
I
right?
know. I can perceive other people's feelings
Sure you
and
can.
bullshit.
Sure you
as
can.
soon as I started making fun of you, and not in a mean way, just saying.
Dave,
dandy
we
and
made fun of
candy.
each other from the day one.
No, I never.
We
did.
used to actually joke. We actually beatboxed foolishness together here. When you would rap and crap over me.
I want to get
I
back
don't
to
remember. This sounds
All right?
crazy.
So we used to definitely make fun of each
This
other
sounds
constantly.
crazy.
I think
So
you
when
guys
we
had
stopped,
left at that
when
point.
work stopped being
One
an
at a
issue,
time.
What do you guys go back to 1982 when you're beatboxing for each other? All right, we got a break here. When we come back,
Maybe can we hug it out when we come back?
I don't know. I think
All right.
it's up to you, Franklin. Would you hug it out?
No, it's best for him not to touch me. Honestly,
All right. That hurts me.
What if Dave hugged Poe and you hugged Joe,
I'll
and
do
it was
that.
done
Yeah,
through
I got no
security?
problem hugging Joe,
It was
actually.
done
Joe's
through
a great guy.
yeah. Let's
He's been
bring in
great from the
security,
get-go. Come on,
and
Joe.
this is a hug that takes place through
I
security.
got Poe.
Yeah.
Come here, Poe. I love you, Poe.
Master Poe, Master
There's-
Joe.
I love you too.
I never-
Getting hugged.
Yeah. I know.
Sorry, Joe got caught in the fire. I tried to hug Franklin.
Joe doesn't want to let go.
Sorry, I thought I hit Joe just now.
Sorry, Joe.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right, everything's good.
I feel better.
Yeah. Sad, isn't it, though?
It is sad.
All we ever wanted, Fezzi, you and I's big dream was for the kids to get along. That's all we ever wanted.
Especially at the holidays, Ron.
Well, I call them holy days. I'll go. And today was a rough day. I mean, everybody was fighting. You did that horrible, crazy song that I don't know where you got the music from.
It was an original Christmas song. Pepper helped me pick out the music accompaniment.
The what?
Accompaniment.
You know what you should work in? Communications. That's where your strengths lie. We'll take a break. We're back. Ron and Fez.
We're back in the New York groove. We're back in the New York groove.
I'm just going to apologize to the satellite audience for my singing there. Hopefully your beautiful pipes was enough to cancel me out.
I appreciate it. I mean, you tried to harmonize.
I did.
You tried. You failed.
I'm tone deaf.
Failed. But you tried.
I'm not good.
Yeah.
But
See, Jesse? Tone deaf. That's why. Because he can't carry a fucking tune.
and that seems like you're bullying somebody for a disability. I think that paints you out to be the bad guy there.
He's colorblind too, Jesse. All right, go ahead.
So what we are talking about is how Franklin has become the bad guy. And
I love Jesse. Oh, hold on real quick. I love Jesse, by the way. He is a big-time patron. He supports everything we do and gives us thumbs up on everything.
I love you too.
So I'm having fun with him. This
of
isn't
course.
serious.
Yeah, no, I figured. But
oh, you figured, huh? You figured.
Dave, if I've learned anything working with you, it's that you do what? You
I don't know.
Praise publicly.
Cry.
You praise
Drink.
publicly. Well, I mean, you do those things quite well. You're very good at both of them. But you praise publicly, you criticize privately. So if you actually had an issue with Jesse,
that's
you
true.
wouldn't be doing it on.
That's true. That's a good point.
And that does go for us too.
Yeah,
So.
that's a good point.
But what we're going to look at is the side of Franklin ruining the fun, the side of Franklin potentially being a bit of a creep. But before we do either of that, sometimes when you're following a book series or watching a movie, there's one character everybody hates, and they have one moment of beautiful redemption. Like in Harry Potter, it happened with Snape, where they tried to make him like this great guy.
Yeah.
And I believe we may see Earl Douglas's
redemption arc?
Redemption moment.
Okay.
In this episode.
Excellent.
Because at one point, Ron throws it to him. And
he's not going to say anything to Franklin, is he?
He goes, Earl, you've been doing comedy and radio for 17 years, and you're Franklin's running buddy. Tell me if this was funny. And Earl laughs out loud and goes, Franklin, I'm sorry, but that was funny as shit.
Wait, what? What's
the
funny?
ZD prank.
Oh,
that you allowed it to
the
occur.
Spandy Man shit.
And completely throws his buddy Franklin under the bus and sides with Dave in a rare move we rarely ever see.
I mean, that is Jedi Master and Sith Lord shaking hands and having a picnic. And I'll let you folks determine, Earl or myself, which one's the Sith Lord and which one's the Jedi Master. But regardless, I mean, when Earl Dougie is criticizing you, you have a problem. There's a problem there. So, yeah, I think that became a very big problem for Franklin.
Take it a step further. Ron is on your side.
Yeah.
Earl Douglas is on your side. And at one moment we hear Fez Whatley say, okay, now I'm actually fucking pissed. Fez Whatley is on your side. All 4 members have come together.
Okay, now I'm actually fucking pissed.
Yeah. And
he used to say that every once in a while. He always make me laugh. But he was actually pissed, so I would stifle my laughter. I would bite that was always my secret. Did I ever tell you the one time I was on WNEW, and this is a good little behind-the-scenes thing. And Fez was not there, so it was me and Ron.
Wow.
And he was doing a bit, and I'm sorry, it was unbelievably hysterical.
Ron was doing a bit.
Ron?
Yeah.
And it was unbelievably hysterical, and I couldn't not laugh.
Of course.
And then he got a little bit upset because he thought the laughing was too much, like it was interrupting the flow of the bit. And I understand that, by the way.
I get it.
I understand. So I was like, shit, he's right. What do I do? So my technique would be I place the tongue between my teeth as such, and I just close my mouth. No one can tell that you're biting down your tongue, but I would have to do that or I would bite down on my tongue, give myself pain if Ron was too funny or if Fez was too funny. In this moment, I didn't want to just lose it.
Yeah.
But Fez saying, now I'm fucking pissed, had me screaming inside. And I almost was biting my tongue too hard that blood almost came out.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
I don't know why, but him screaming he was fucking pissed always made me laugh.
And
I have no idea why.
And
It was the way he said it, I guess.
We're going to get into why he was pissed right now, because it's the first reason on the fun killing. Apparently, Franklin gave a plate of food to people you guys were making it clear you were not giving food to. And you go, I'm not going to bring it any further than that, but he gave it to the enemy. And Fez goes, no, he did not. And he goes, yep, he gave him a plate. And they call in intern Lucas because you put him in charge of
it was Buddy and Jonathan, wasn't it?
I don't know. That's what we're going to get the info now.
I'm telling you, it was Buddy and Jonathan because... Now, we didn't dislike Jonathan Schwartz. So, remember, I've told you that 57th Street was pure Animal House. It was only O&A and Ron and Fez who were there, except a 2-person team of Frank's Place, the Sirius channel, or the XM channel, that would play all Frank Sinatra. And it would be the DJ, Jonathan Schwartz, longtime New York DJ, and then his little producer partner, Buddy, who was a miserable fucking piece of shit, small, dour, miserable fucking guy. One time, we come out of the show, and someone had brought us some cake, and there was Jonathan and Buddy, and they had eaten like 2 pieces each. They had eaten like half the cake.
That's ridiculous.
So, we fucking said, no more food for these assholes. Yeah, I actually like Jonathan Schwartz. I felt bad. But Jonathan Schwartz also didn't have any tact either. He would be a guy just to open up the fridge and take whatever's fucking there. And he would do it under the guise of like he's an old man DJ.
Oh, I didn't know any better.
I thought we could have this. It was my fucking lunch. asshole. My lunch that I have to eat at 7 p.m. at night because I'm working, I'm fucking working. Motherfucker.
No, that's terrible.
So Franklin gave food. I definitely know. I remember this. He gave food to Buddy and goddamn Jonathan Schwartz. Really a goddamn Buddy. Buddy who shoved one of the Ron and Fez interns to the ground because we played a prank on him where he took a bunch of empty boxes and from the floor to the ceiling we made a wall. Literally, it's cardboard boxes. You can poke your hand right through it. That was my idea. Buddy was so enraged, he smashed the boxes and then shoved one of our interns. Physically assaulted an intern of mine. Who gets called to HR? Me.
Yes, I did.
Me and Chris Stanley. And I told him, I'm going to do all the talking. You just shut the fuck up. And I did.
Was
and
that
let
the
me tell
last
you something.
time that Chris Stanley ever listened to that?
It was a very bad meeting
Yeah.
with HR.
No.
They go, so, we heard you guys were provoking someone? I go, whoa. What? I thought you were here to get our account of the fact that Frank's Place producer assaulted our intern. And they're like, well, we heard you guys were antagonizing, provoking him. I go, I'm going to repeat something. We didn't touch the guy ever. He fucking laid his hands on our intern. He assaulted our intern. Are you saying that we have any blame here? Well, first of all, we didn't do anything. It's a radio station. You have harmless little things like, ooh, here's a wall of boxes blocking your desk. You can just get rid of them. It's not that fucking hard. What you can't do in a corporate setting is assault an intern. They were on our, and I straight up was almost yelling at the woman on the HR. Chris was terrified.
I mean, how'd it work out?
He thought we were going to get fired. Had to work out. We fucking left because no. We kept our jobs. I honestly think they were thinking that me and Chris had to go.
Wow.
And I just kept bringing up, if you're going to tell me that a producer assaulting our intern is going to get us in trouble, we are going to consult lawyers because we have done nothing to Buddy. We didn't touch him. We didn't talk to him. We didn't say anything to him. No bad language, no slurs, nothing. He assaulted an intern. Assault. So if you are going to get us in trouble, you are going to fucking get sued. And they're like, all right, well, listen, you guys can go. But you guys...
Chris, get ABC News on the phone for me. I'd like to tell them that they're going to fire 2 people after our intern got punched.
Oh,
We'll see how that goes for
I was dead
WNW.
serious.
Yeah, absolutely.
In fact, I wish I had gotten fired then. Me and Chris would be fucking $20 million richer. Trust me.
No,
fucking asshole.
Chris did trust you, and that's how you almost ended up fired.
But we didn't get fired.
No,
He trusted me when I said, let me do the talking. He sat there quiet as a mouse by design.
Absolutely. And let's be honest.
Good cop, bad cop. I was going to be the deranged lunatic, but that who was right. And I was going to be adamant about how correct we were and that how we did nothing wrong, which we didn't.
And let's be honest, even Chris being quiet and polite is still going to look like a deranged lunatic. So
Yeah.
you've got 2 crazy guys. I get it.
Yeah.
But so that worked out. That's one instance.
Crazy, man.
You mentioned the
He
barbecue.
gave food to Buddy.
And
Jesus.
You mentioned the line that made you crack up was Fez going, okay, now I'm actually pissed. The line that made me crack up was he went, that was years in the making. Down the drain. And I get it. I've been that frustrated.
What was years in the making? A prank on Spandy Man?
No, the beef with Buddy. Like, he was so mad about it. He was like, we've been putting this out there. That was years.
Oh, that he's right.
Yeah, which made me like, because clearly it wasn't.
That was going to be the ultimate revenge. We had a beautiful Thanksgiving spread, and you can't have any.
Should have given him the Spandy Man ZD.
But that's true. He ruined our plot. And we should have got. And by the way, I mean it's not even like an intense thing. Man, what a fun ruiner. That was the issue, wasn't it? That's why we turned on him.
Exactly. And the issue is, it was clearly like he had a jealousy with you because he called your humor based. And
Based? I thought that's supposed to be a good thing in the
now
2020s.
Now it is. At the time, he meant derivative.
What is based in the 2020s, by the way? Because I actually don't know what it is. Means you're honest, or
I would say that. I don't know. I think it has something to do with who you think controls things.
Okay.
If you call out that,
you know what? Let's not even. Yeah, let's. Good idea not to say
Yeah.
anything.
I think
I saw you stumbling, mumbling like fucking Spider from Goodfellas. I'm like, all right, it'd probably be something bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
but,
you know what? I don't know what it means, so maybe it's not a good thing. Whatever. Base. Wait, did he mean basic?
Yeah, like derivative. Nothing new.
Derivative? The fuck are you talking about? The only thing people say about me is that I'm original. And that's Ron, Jay Moore, Patrice O'Neal, Jim Norton. It's the only thing that I get my way.
And that's why...
That there's no one else like me.
In that instance is why I tend to lean into I think he was very jealous of what you were doing.
Oh, what a cunt. What a cunt for saying that. You're not going to get there. There is no one else like me. Period. Go try to find someone. Oh, yeah. Like, you can get the shitty version of me, the Pat McAfee show at noon on ESPN, but no one's like the Dave, man. Little element of danger. Little element of pizzazz. Little element of stupidity. Wait, huh?
No, I mean...
What did I say at the end?
That's me. Little element of stupidity.
Oh, thanks, Robert.
I'll fall on the
Thanks
sword
for
you.
taking that bullet.
Of course, buddy.
Thank you.
But, so I do think that's part of it. Now, Ron even points out, like, Franklin, you can't say that. You've called Dave hilarious and inventive multiple times, and you point out he said all these characters were groundbreaking.
And I'll say this. Now you're pissing off Ron because if you think of it, it's like, we talk about this all the time, Robert. If you are in professional wrestling and you're going to be in a feud, you're not going to say, hey, I can't wait to take on that guy. He sucks. He's a horrible wrestler. He stinks. He's awful. Well, great. Because then now when you beat him in a match, you've beaten nobody. You've beaten dog shit. So the way to fucking sell that is, hey, that guy's fucking awesome, but I'm sick and tired of his shit. I'm going to take him down. Yeah, he might be one of the best, but it's time that he got humbled. Something like that. But Franklin instead, he's like, oh, Dave sucks. Well, guess what? When one of my biggest fans, were supporters is Ron Bennington.
Yeah.
You are not necessarily just shitting on me. You are shitting on the Ron Fez show because I am a main part of the team. You see?
Also,
like I'm an important part of the team. I'm not more important than Ron. I'm not more important than Fez. But I'm an important part of the team nonetheless. You shitting on me is kind of like shitting on the whole show, is all I'm saying.
Oh, 100%. And treat it like sports. If he is better than you, and you are that basic and derivative, show it. Run circles around the guy, right?
Who would I be derivative of? Let's do that. No, because now you're pissing me off. Because you're the one who fucking repeated it twice.
No, my point is,
I'm just kidding.
Like, take you down then. There isn't.
But seriously,
much more
who would I
shows.
be derivative of? Did he mention a name?
He didn't know. I don't think he knew what that word meant.
So, yeah, you can't say someone's derivative and then not fucking say who they're derivative of. Because I'm telling you, I would scratch my head trying to think of it for myself.
It may have been me who said derivative.
Oh.
I can't remember the exact
May
word.
have been Robert who said derivative, not Franklin?
I mean, he was saying you were basic and didn't unelevated.
Well, basic is one thing. Derivative is something else.
you know-
You're saying that I'm stealing from someone, which I've never done because honestly, look at me, think of me. You've heard what I've said.
The only person
I've not been
someone
influenced.
could even remotely accuse you of ripping off would be Andy Kaufman because you just do such unique stuff nobody's ever seen.
Then
before.
anyone is.
That's my point.
I
Like,
know.
It's just because you're coming up with innovative ideas. Like that's the only comparison.
Andy Kaufman. I mean,
It was
I
meant as a
love Andy
compliment.
Kaufman, by the way. I know. I'm a major fan of Andy Kaufman's, but
Have you considered becoming an intercontinental or intergender wrestling champion? You haven't tried that yet.
wait, no. Well, Michelle D has slapped me in the face. Oh, I arm wrestled her, I think.
I remember that. Yeah, I was referencing Kaufman because he would do
No,
that.
I know.
I'm from. Anyway,
Michelle D, though, smacked me in the face last IWF.
see, I couldn't
event.
do that. I'd get a boner. That's what I'm into.
Disgusting.
If you could get Bailey to do that, that'd be a dream come
It
true.
was a good slap, too. It was the second time she hit me. The first time I said, hey, I'm a radio guy, so don't hit me in the ear because I wear headphones. The first thing she did is slap me boom, hit me right in the left ear, cauliflowered that shit. All of a sudden, I'm like fucking Conor McGregor or one of these UFC.
You just take the
goddamn
bumps,
fucking
my
guys.
man.
I know, but
Look
it's
at
like,
you.
Jesus Christ, I said don't hit me in the ear. This slap, though, perfect. Right on the face. Boom.
It is funny, though, speaking of wrestling and not knowing how to cut a promo or how to sell a shoot
Yes,
or work.
Franklin
Not knowing how to do that. Who's the most likely to pick up on something like that other than, at your time, co-host of your radio show, Sammy Roberts, who calls in right away to dunk on Franklin. Sam, say what you want about the guy. He is a shark. If he smells blood in the water, he is going to bite. And he calls in right away and starts going after Franklin. And Franklin starts tearing up. And at one point says he's going to hit you. And Sam
Hit me?
Hit you, yeah. And Sam goes, what's
This
more?
is the biggest example of misdirected anger ever. It sounds like it's literally everyone shitting on Franklin but me. Like it's Deb, it's fucking Sam, it's Fez, it's Earl, but the only person he wants to hit is me?
To be fair, you are going at him at this point, and not in an angry way. You're doing what...
I'm doing Davey Max shit.
Not even Davey Max shit, honestly. You're calmer than you are normally being on air.
Oh.
You're just very... I've never seen you know that you are this much in the right because you are that calm.
Well,
Like,
he ruined a bit.
Yes.
That's a cardinal sin in radio. We have a bit which you never know if that bit expands into a storyline. And now we're rocking and rolling. We always got something to go to. You have fucked us over, Franklin.
And
Thanks,
Sam,
dog.
Sam points out, what's more base than threatening to hit somebody? Like, that's about as low humor as you can get.
I know.
But
he does. Franklin didn't have any sense of humor. So the more I think about it, I'm happy to be insulted by Franklin because he didn't have any taste of comedy, no sense of humor. So it's like, you know what? I'm glad that a motherfucker like that doesn't like me because I am a creative son of a bitch.
Absolutely. And Sam brings up the second point, which is he heard Franklin say to Baby Girl, I'm not going to yell at you because you have these, and gesture to her breast.
All right, but that's Franklin said that?
Yes.
Listen, funny is funny. That made me laugh. If he had said that earlier, I probably would have been on his side. That's hysterical.
He meant it seriously.
No, I know.
Which
for
is
him
why
meaning
it's not
it seri-
funny. Yeah.
No, I know. Him meaning it seriously is crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, I hate to say it, inwardly, I probably was laughing. But you're going to piss off Ron and Fez because she's a friend. She's a friend and a fan of the show. And yeah, that's like pretty,
and she,
as the kids would say, misogynistic. Now, it made me laugh. I would be a liar.
See, it would be, if it was true misogyny, I'd be all on board for it, but it felt almost simpish. Like, he was like, oh, you're beautiful. How could I possibly argue with you? Like,
Well, that's true.
Which is kind of
then
like
it's a little
weird.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
that.
And that's
he did, you know what? He did have a way of being a little too close, a little too cute, a little too everything with all of the ladies, including ladies that were attached to other guys. He would have a way of having, I've got my little dandy candy jokes. And he would have inside jokes with the girls and this and that. And you'd be like, what the fuck is this?
And if you'll recall, right before the Thanksgiving show, Mooch had just gotten married.
Yes, he
To
had.
Pixie.
Yep. Don't tell me he's doing something with Pixie,
No, but
Pixie or something.
I think part of the reason Mooch called him with such veracity may have had something to do with that.
Oh, I
because
don't doubt it.
He's the guy around, and Mooch brings up, what point did Mooch bring up about it? So Franklin did something creepy.
And not about Pixie?
Oh, it was, Franklin said he could sleep with OG Lily.
Wait, what is that? What is OG Lily?
I believe there was an intern Lily
Oh,
at
yeah,
this
yeah,
time,
yeah,
so
yeah,
he
yeah.
meant like Lily.
Lily, yeah. There was only one Lily. That was the other one. We're not even good.
I just wanted to make sure OG wasn't a nickname I didn't know.
No. So Lily, so Franklin thought he could sleep with Lily. I mean, I don't know.
And
Maybe
that's when
could.
he drops his infamous, I don't like to think I can't sleep with anybody line. That just is kind of fucked up. Fucking weird.
Wow.
And so that comes out. HTG during her call reveals that, again, the whole craziness, he won't even argue with her. He'll scream at you responses to what she's saying. And it really just kind of creates this picture of a guy who hated you for some reason, and all I can think of is jealousy. Do you have any other thoughts of what it could possibly be?
I might have been giving him shit for Sportsmaster not being ready because I wrote a fucking 30-minute television pilot, which was funny.
Interesting.
And
Because
we
he
shot
does-
it probably around this time. So I'm thinking the movie, the fucking episode was done. Now it's in your hands post-production. That's all you guys. I did all the creative shit. Now you do that. But it was really Franklin. Dean was like, he's the cameraman, and then Franklin's the guy who's going to do the post-production. It's all the graphics, the fucking bells and whistles are all Franklin. He never did it.
Interesting.
And it was going to be me, Franklin, and Dean. That if it got, God forbid it gets anywhere, somewhere. We're like, this is what we'll do. You guys are doing it for me. You guys are in.
I mean, you'd probably be
You're
the
in.
guy getting screamed at in Alabama while you're eating pizza if he had just gotten it out there.
I don't know. Life's just fine, regardless.
No, it is interesting you say that, though, because several times Franklin goes, this is beyond this. It's because he's getting into my actual work. But, like...
All right, so there you go. He probably was telling me, I have to do Cypher Films, Dave. I am too busy. And I'm like, bro, you know that we did this on sports topics that now it's like 2 months old. And, people are going to soon forget these references if we don't get this shit. And also, it was green screen and shit. I thought you just said all you have to do is just add in the fucking picture. Basically, what I'm saying is, you're the one who told me that this would be an easy turnaround with post-production. But this is definitely what it is. So I'm talking to him, and then he's making all kinds of excuses. Like the fucking Bronx Tale, the guy who owed the kid $20. And every time he sees him, he runs away. And I would email Franklin, any word, nothing aggressive. Hi, buddy. Any word on the progress of the pilot? Crickets. Call him. Nothing. Voice message. It's fucking weird. I'm like, dude, this could be good for you. I've already told you if it goes anywhere, you're a part of it, and it was good. Oh well.
This is actually making sense for how we operate, too. Because you just want somebody to check in with you along the way and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm working on.
It
makes perfect sense because you had somebody who just ignored
It's
you.
as simple as this. When you're a producer, you have to check in. You have to give updates to the hosts. You cannot leave them in the lurch. And Franklin was leaving me 100% in the lurch. But honestly, I think I was still cool with Dean. We remained friends. I love Dean. So it's like, what's the deal? Just be honest with me. Can you not do it? Like, maybe he couldn't, maybe he actually was blowing smoke up. Like, he did make a movie, so I figured he could do that, but maybe, graphics and shit, he really didn't know how to do. It was 2010-ish, or 2009, right? So it's not like it's as easy as they can do right now in 2025, where me or you could, fucking get graphics easily.
And, some of us work really hard on what our craft is and take some pride in it. But I know what you're saying. Anybody can do it. You're right. Anybody.
That's not what I was saying.
You just bear that in mind Sunday.
That's not what I was saying. I was saying it's easier.
No, I'm teasing. Of course, you're absolutely right. That could have been the issue.
That was the issue. I'm telling you, 100%. It's 100% the issue.
And on that note,
that's it.
I think we've done it, my man.
Well, folks, another wonderful time. We didn't, just as I was about to say, we didn't die. All of a sudden, people hit their brake lights.
Everybody, though, not just Rob slamming his brakes.
It's telling you go on to, oh, yeah.
Garden State Parkway South. That's what you said to do, big dog.
There it is. Folks, listen, you're doing a great job. You're supporting us, and we love you for it. Now, what we need you to do is support the other shows. Davey Max Sports Program, Modern Day Man. We need you to be going on the websites, sharing them, posting them. Give them, email them, or text them to your family, to mommy, daddy, brother. Brother, you like sports, or brother, you like comedy. Here, check this out. This is what we are asking from you. We are very close with so many shows. So we're just trying to push that football over the goal line. We're right there on the 1 yard line. So that's all I gotta say, Robert. What do you have to say? Anything you'd like to plug?
I would like to reiterate your thanks to the fans. They've been great.
Great feedback.
Giving us good things.
Wonderful feedback.
I also want to push us across the end zone. So, like I said, spread the word. I almost said spread the cheeks. You don't want to do that on a tush push. If you want to see me do comedy, I will be at Dead Crow Comedy Club December 20th and 21st. I'll be in Charleston at a location to be determined the 22nd of December. And we got some stuff coming up in 2026. So
that sounds good.
Thank you guys for tuning in as
All
always.
right, brother.
Thanks for everything you do. And good night, radio fans.
See ya!
Dandy candy.